What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. We are back again with the A&R show. What's up today? I can't use my hand that much because I'm holding my coffee.
Wow,
bottle.
Yeah, but
Jack is here.
we have a. Damn it, Jack! It's not even been like 3 minutes, dude.
Yes, Bibi.
Okay, so we have a special guest today,
yeah.
right?
Should we just ask how people are doing? It's not like we get a reply.
Usually we
But
don't. But yeah, okay, you ask them lah.
Okay, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I hope everything that you guys are doing today or the day before or the day after is great.
Wow, said no one ever.
That's
Okay, so we have a new guest today, ladies and gents. She is a
Person?
She's a person, for sure. She's an animal advocate.
Okay.
She is able to talk to animals also.
Yeah, like Cesar Milan.
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
Tarzan, move aside. She's been in the fitness industry for quite some time. She's an ex-cabin crew
I
member.
like how unprepared you are for this
Dude,
introduction.
this is the best. Because we get to know the guest on the spot.
That's true.
Where we are basically like the viewers at this rate. So yeah, welcome, Miss Mia, to the show.
Thank
Put your
you.
hands together, everybody. Alright.
Whoa.
So sorry for the awkward introduction.
No
That's how.
worries. I was just waiting for you to list a bit more. I'm like, what
Oh,
else would you like to
Amir.
list?
Hey,
How could
I'm
you
so
not?
sorry.
Amir.
No, they seem to know me a lot, or maybe not.
We were gonna let you introduce yourself. No, I'm kidding, but yeah, man.
Like, give me some chance to introduce myself as well.
Ah.
Introduction, but
Yeah,
okay.
that's the idea actually.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
So, would you like to tell the guest a bit about yourself?
So hi, my name is Mia. You can call me MIA. So usually I say missing in action, but I'm always around and turning up all the time. Just easy for people to remember. Okay, so yes, Amir was right. I'm an animal advocate. So I'm actually independent rescuer myself. Yeah, so I don't work with anyone. So just independently rescuing animal by myself,
Okay.
not with any team. Okay.
Okay.
That was right. That I was an ex-cabin crew. So I was flying for 10 years in the airline. Yeah. Started in 2010 actually.
Okay.
Please don't count my age. Start doing the math. They're probably starting the math right now.
Yeah, they're like shit, man.
Now it's 2024. Anyways, and also I'm a fitness trainer.
Alright.
Yeah, so I'm personal trainer as well.
I see.
Yes, I conducted classes. I do one-on-one training basis, and doing corporate training as well with big companies.
Alright.
Yeah. What else? And I also do on freelance TVC.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice,
voiceover,
Yeah.
you know, but not an actress, not qualified yet.
hey, only time will tell.
Wait,
Maybe
would you
soon.
want to be an actress?
It depends, but that requires a lot of commitment.
That's
Oh,
You
true.
know,
right.
because
actually.
like when you have like movies or whatever drama, you get to be posted somewhere for like quite some time.
Yeah,
You know, so I have animals at home living with me.
Oh, that's
so-
true.
Yeah.
She also has 13 cats. Oh wait, 13 or 12 now?
So currently have 13 cats
Okay, 13
and
cats.
3 dogs living with
Okay,
me. So
okay.
yeah, they're not all mine. So it's all from rescuing.
Okay.
Some are mine. Some are like foster failed animals living with me. So
Right.
some are still looking for home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I end up with 13 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot commitment.
How would you feel if, for example, like you have living with this cat for like 13, sorry, not 13 years, this long time, having like living with like 13 cats and like 3 dogs. Like, what if like someone wants to like adopt one of the cat? How would you feel? Would you feel okay with that? It's like a mom losing
my
a
God,
child,
yeah,
no?
The letting go part.
Yeah.
The
You
thing
make it
is,
sound so chill, like anyone wants to rescue, you guys can come in.
no. To be honest, it's not an easy task, and because to me, it's like you build attachment there,
Yeah.
and I don't know for other people, but for me, animals are like very, how to say, very emotionally attached to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, because I live with them alone by myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so you wake up next to them. You know, when you go
Yeah.
to the bathroom, you don't have privacy space.
That's
They
true.
follow
That's
you
true.
around.
They
when
stare
you,
at you while you're
Yeah,
actually doing
and
your business.
everything. It's like sometimes I'm starting to question myself. What am I doing now? Am I doing something wrong? You know, even sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night, they just start staring at you and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So you live with them. So it's very hard. So for me, my issue is to let go is very, very hard.
Okay.
And sometimes, like when you're giving away, like, cause you're happy when someone adopt it,
Yeah.
you know, like when someone like okay, like sign up for the form and
Yeah.
stuff, and you go like okay, yay, like one down. I mean, from the household, cause like one commitment is gone,
Yeah.
But at the same time, be like, oh no, he's leaving tomorrow or like next week,
That's true.
And then when it really happened, you really get affected because each of them got different personality and traits, right?
Yeah.
Maybe one is like playful, another one is like maybe like very like attached to you all the time,
Yeah.
and that one is the one that's going tomorrow.
Yeah.
So then you
Right.
felt the loss and missing of it, so it's very hard. So maybe that's why I end up with 13.
Yeah. I can't imagine. Dude, like, even when I'm on holiday,
Yeah.
You miss them.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Are they breathing?
Okay, yeah.
You know,
But you
at
have
least.
parents to take care of, like those.
Yeah
That's
lah,
it.
but like macam I'm a bit more hands-on,
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
you know, with the cats. So I know exactly
Yeah.
what's wrong with them. If they're walking sideways or whatever, I know lah.
Anyways.
like
No,
one
because,
day,
because you're literally the father.
Yeah.
So you know
yeah.
your kids very well.
Yeah.
So like, for me, I have trust issues.
Okay.
Yeah. So like giving to someone, like what if they don't
Yeah.
understand the cat,
Yeah.
you know, or the animal? So yeah.
Does that mean that you can't travel much because you have like so many animals in your house?
That's one part that's like really totally opposite of my previous life.
Yeah, dude.
Like you used to like
I was about to say,
travel.
Totally
yeah.
opposite.
Yeah.
totally
I like
opposite,
in your Instagram description it says like 52 countries that you've
Yeah.
actually traveled to,
Damn,
Yeah.
and then
man.
it's not like 52 and ongoing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
52 and it
It's like-
stops
it's like a
there.
stop there.
Yeah.
It is really hard because it requires a lot of cost. You have to think about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And not all places accepted like maybe like impaired animals and stuff.
Mm.
Because the hunting is a bit different.
Yeah.
Some of them like require medication every day, supplement stuff. So that's the thing. The trust comes again. Like can this person administer medicine to this cat or particular dog?
Yeah.
And then some got different behaviors. Some like maybe like not really friendly to other
Yeah.
people. So it gives you a lot of thoughts like to give them somewhere else.
That's true. That's
in
true.
living. So
and
it's-
if, like, I mean, one of the issues that we also have is like we're just scared because like with the recent like events that's been happening, like a lot of like animal abusers.
Oh yeah, tell me about
Yeah.
it.
So because of that, like sometimes when we travel, we're very scared of even like sending them to the pet hotel,
Yep.
or even like having someone to take care of them because we just don't know like how are they actually going to be taken care of, because like here they're like so privileged. Look at them, he's just sleeping right now.
Yeah.
And then another one just came to say hi and then went to the back and they're like chilled out,
Yeah.
right? So we just don't know like how people will actually treat them, because we know that if we leave them to the streets, they will not survive.
Obviously.
Yeah,
They
for
won't,
sure. Like so yeah, I think it's one thing that I feel it's a bit of a setback for you. I don't know if that's what it's like, even though because you've traveled to 52 different countries, and now the fact that you can't travel at all.
I mean, I
Right.
still do. Trying to make my way no matter
Okay.
what.
yeah.
Look, he's been a part of you traveling. And
Yeah.
come on, like, if you go to ask anyone, no one will say that they ever don't want to travel.
Yeah, that's true. That's true,
I mean, if someone give you money, like, go, of course you will go for
Yeah.
it, Yeah, I mean, traveling is just something
But when's the last time you traveled?
actually quite recent. On March, on my birthday. So I went to Lombok.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's my
okay,
first
okay.
time.
Yo, I've always
Indonesia.
wanted to go to Lombok. How
It's
is it?
so
ah?
nice.
Really?
Apparently
Like,
better
please
than
don't go to
Bali,
Bali. Bali is overrated.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, and Bali is expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
There's
it's
a lot of
better
white
than
people
Bali.
there.
It's quiet, I would say. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're the kind of person like more into like party life
Yeah.
or more into like, like trying to scout people, then probably Bali is a place.
Okay, scout people for what?
It depends on your interest.
Are you hiring?
No,
Oh,
scout
you
people for
hiring.
your
You're
like
hiring?
podcast
Oh,
show.
okay, okay.
You know,
Oh,
for the
okay,
podcast show.
okay.
A lot of LinkedIn people there.
Oh,
No, a lot
alright.
of celebrities there too.
Yeah.
They come all over the world. So.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
From the
I feel-
West and stuff.
Well, I didn't know that about Bali. I want to go there now. Like,
Must read.
but
Yeah, dude.
but I have heard that because I've been to Phuket before. Because
Okay.
like Thailand is so Asian.
Mhm.
But when I went to Phuket,
Okay.
like almost like I would say 3/4 of the people that's in Phuket are all white people.
Russian,
it's-
mostly Russian.
Yeah, Russians or like people from Europe or something. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, there's a lot of people
Right.
from France as well. So I feel like it's very, very like diluted by just white people. It just feels like a white people city now. So I think maybe that's what happens to touristy areas. Like after some time, like the fact that like it's cheap and I mean currency is like really good for,
For
them
them
as
it's
a
cheap,
country. Yeah.
obviously.
And a lot
So
of them
they
actually like
continue
because
staying
as
here.
I just came back, a lot of them actually training Muay Thai there.
True.
Ah,
They
yeah,
have like boot
yeah.
Yeah,
camps.
because
and,
I was wondering where all the angmos are at,
Yeah.
right? And then evening they come out just doing cardio, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, oh,
okay.
you guys
Yeah.
are late for the party? Okay, no, got Muay Thai shirt on. I'm like, okay, you guys are like actually training.
Okay, okay.
Because apparently Phuket is one of the,
It's like a
I think one of the
center.
big Muay Thai gyms or the famous Muay Thai gyms where one of their local fighters are from there.
Okay,
Is
okay.
there in Phuket, so a lot of them actually go there
Okay,
to
okay.
train lah.
Yeah, in
Okay
terms
lah.
of martial art, I've done taekwondo before.
Oh, really?
Have you done any martial art?
Yes, I was doing Muay Thai.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to use my legs.
She'll beat us up in seconds.
Okay,
dude.
that's
So
true.
if I were to put in the ring or place with Rick, I will
Yeah.
come closer to Rick because he's a far distance fighter.
Oh,
He needs to
yeah,
come
yeah.
and throw his
I've
legs.
used my leg. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
But our legs also don't go that far. So
Yeah, so not so
yeah,
far.
we still need to come close lah. So yeah, man. But going back to your macam cabin crew punya days what? Because I don't have a lot of friends that's actually in the industry.
Okay.
So what made you want to go into that industry, or how do you like
Okay.
land that job in the first place? Actually,
It's actually a very interesting question. So it wasn't planned because right after my school, like
Okay.
you have a group of friends that want to try out for cabin crew. Because I don't know back on your time, but it used to be like a in thing, like modeling, cabin
Yeah.
crew. So I came from a girls' school,
Oh, wait,
Okay.
where
all
do you go?
girls. SMK Asunta, PJ. Asunta
yeah, we are the
girls.
PJ peeps, dude. Yeah, I know.
Melaka.
Oh, dah Melaka.
Melaka tak tahu lah sekolah apa kan. Tak pernah dengar.
Oh, Melaka.
Sekolah biasa.
Yeah. What was the name of your school?
Sekolah menengah kebangsaan Sultan Alauddin. Sultan, man. Sultan things, dude. Come on. Okay.
So coming from girls' school, right?
Okay.
So everybody like they have their own ambition. Like I want to be this, I want to be that and stuff. So all my friends are like, why don't we go for cabin crew interview? Because
Yeah.
usually it's always early of the year. They open up like a walk-in day, open interview and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So at that time, Malaysia Airlines was actually hiring. It was Singapore Airlines as well. I think it was somewhere around January, February, like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's right after school when I came out from school, right?
Yeah.
I was like 18 at the time. So me and my elder sister actually went for it. So it turns out that nobody gets except me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's the audition process
Oh,
like?
it's insane because there'd be like a lot of people queuing up. Like we're talking about hundreds of people, like not 100, 200, 200, like 500 people.
Yeah.
And you queue up very long from morning 9 o'clock. It starts at 9 o'clock, so you're there by 7. Everybody's wearing the same because they have like special coat for you to wear, like the dress code is like more of like office attire
Yeah.
and black
yeah.
and white. So everybody looks like penguin with the coat, the
Yeah,
blazer,
yeah,
with the
yeah.
hairband at the back. We all look like copy and paste here and there. So it was a lot of them. So the chances of getting might not be there because
Yeah.
they probably take out of that people, I don't know, maybe 50 or 100,
Okay.
depending
Oh,
on
that's
that.
also a lot, no? 50
Squid
to
Game,
100.
But
Because
it,
in my
it
head, they
depends,
probably
I
think like
think.
10 or so, no?
Apparently, when I speak to the HR, they said that it depends on their availability at that time.
Okay, okay.
So maybe at that time they're short of like 50 crew, then they need to look for 50 crew.
Understand,
Right.
understand.
And KL is not the only hub where they're actually looking for and hiring at that time.
Yeah.
So they hop around in Ipoh, they buka satu in Ipoh, they buka another one in
Understand.
Penang.
Yeah.
So because they want some Borneo people as well from Sabah Sarawak, so they go scout around. So imagine how many people they need, and
Yeah.
Every
How
year they
people-
do this.
every year they do this, and sometimes it's not even like every year. Sometimes maybe like few months after gap, because cabin crew job is the highest turnaround rate,
Okay.
Right.
okay,
regardless
okay.
any airline.
Why? Is it because like people don't want to continue doing it, or they retire after a certain point of time?
It's actually on the picture wise, like maybe it looks much more nicer than what it actually is.
I see.
Oh, is
You
it?
know, because it's not those glamorous jobs just dragging the bag and with the makeup
It does
on.
feel like that, no? Is it not?
That's what
That's
I
what we
thought
see
too.
on TV.
Yeah.
That's
it
what I
feels
thought
great
too.
being a air stewardess.
Have you not seen Rush Hour 2? That lady lost her mind talking to Jackie Chan. Dude.
What is that fish? Remember that
Filter fish. Okay, filter fish.
Filter
Okay,
fish.
filter fish. Yeah.
I mean, if you really speak to any of other cabin crew, they will tell you a lot more experience about them, like what's the job
Okay.
all about and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
you just have to ask them if you're really
Yeah,
interested.
yeah.
What do you think actually completely changed your mind? Not change your mind, like what you thought cabin crew or being a cabin crew is, and when you were in it already, like the fact that it was completely different, or did it feel different for you?
Yeah. What was your?
Yeah. And we're like, oh shit, I didn't know I was gonna do this.
Because at that time I was young too, yeah. I mean, like we see things on the surface,
Yeah.
obviously. So what we think is a glamorous job, all I want to know is I want to travel. That's
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
I want
that's
to get on
true.
the plane, getting paid for, and just
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah.
So you thought,
That's true.
So, but then there's more to it,
Okay,
So
okay.
so you have to be the first aider itself. Like if someone is giving birth on board, you have to be the one receiving it.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, and we're actually taught to like
Receive a baby?
Yeah, receive baby. Yeah, we go for all this training.
Okay.
Like 3-4 months training with the service and lot more stuff. Service training, first aid, safety of the aircraft, a lot of things. So we actually also taught to like detect bomb threat and stuff like this.
Oh.
Yeah, like to actually detect this item is an anti-lift device or we have to because people carry a lot of things on board.
But is it true that like in every single flight there's always a
Air Marshal.
air marshal?
I think international.
Is that true?
Overseas.
I'm not so sure.
Based on my 10 years experience, right? And
Yeah.
I've been in 3 different airlines in my 10 years experience flying. So according to them, they said that only in US, but some said they did not disclose information.
Right.
Okay.
You know?
I mean, it's better for them not to know.
I think, dude, because Asians, we all know taekwondo. We can beat up everybody, dude.
As long as they're
Kung
not
Fu
too far
Panda.
away.
So, dude, I mean, from the seat, you can just like kick the guy next door, lah.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you said 3 airlines. That means you were in Malaysian Airlines.
Yeah, and then I went to AirAsia and I left to Qatar. That was my last airline.
Okay,
Qatar Airways,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 10 years, is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's quite a journey.
I thought
A decade, to be honest.
because I know, like, macam to be a pilot, you need to have like the best vision. Your eyes need to be like no power at all.
I don't think so.
You need to
Lah.
be
Yeah.
Nowadays they can wear
Yeah.
glasses and stuff already. Like
I
it doesn't have to
see.
be 6. I mean, I think it's about 6/6. Macam like
Right,
the full
right.
score
Yeah,
for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
I was
can.
wondering if, like, as a cabin crew member, is there like a specific requirement needed when you went for your interview and whatnot?
Okay. Because 3 different airlines that I go for, they all have different requirements. So we're talking about the height, about your health and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it depends on the airline itself, what they're
Yeah.
looking at. Like macam Malaysia Airlines, AirAsia, like 156 to 157 cm minimum. If you go to Emirates, Qatar, and all, you have to be a certain height.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
true.
calculating my
Yeah.
height.
That's for ladies. For
off.
the men, it's
Yeah.
different as
I-
well.
for sure.
They have their own requirements.
I
stuff.
actually went for an interview before as well.
And
Which
then they say
one?
cannot
Like,
because we same
long
height
time,
as the
long
trolley.
time
Really?
ago.
For which airline is that?
It was for Singapore Airlines or something.
Okay,
but,
SQ.
but,
Oh, you
but
went?
But they had it like here. Yeah. I was
In
gonna
KL
bring it
Park
up.
Royal, is it?
I
The
think so.
hotel?
It's one of the hotels
Oh, yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
And then
And they were like, "Sir, you and trolley same height." I think better.
so I went for it, right? And then I don't know, I was very like insecure. I mean, I was
Okay.
so young.
For
I think
sure.
I was like, it's either I'm
How
gonna
old
go
are you?
for uni or I'm gonna just like get into like being a cabin crew because my uncle is a cabin crew member.
Okay, alright.
For Singapore Airlines.
I see.
And he was working there for like I think like 15 to 20 years of his life.
Yo, that's
He was
long, man.
just in it, right? So I was like, maybe I should try to see what happens. And then suddenly there was an opening and they're having this interview happening in one of the hotel. I forgot what hotel
it's
it
always
was.
in a hotel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like so long ago. The queue is insane, and I went there. I think after like I forgot what it was. I think it was they were checking my bio, and then after that there was like they will bring a few people into a room to like inquire a few things, and then after that I
It's
kind
like
of
judges, right?
yeah,
Like some
yeah.
sort, yeah.
Like I low-key kind of felt that I'm not gonna get it already.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, after we're gonna go for lunch. But if you're not after lunch, if you don't get called, that means I think it's time for you to go home.
What a sad way to tell me that you didn't get it, man.
Yeah. So I think after I went for lunch and then came back and then they were calling, and then after that, oh shit, my name is not being called, and then I just took my next bus back to Malacca.
Oh, I don't know. You took your next
That-
bus back to class.
Yeah.
Because you're like,
Go skip his school for that.
Yeah.
Skip his
time to
classes.
study.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit. So what were we talking about?
I just want to know what the requirements.
requirements,
Oh, okay,
right,
okay,
right,
yeah.
and
Yeah, like Singapore Airlines actually requires, I'm not sure now, but back on those time,
Yeah.
if you're SPM level, you can still go for it. But the price differences for the salary wise, when you're SPM holder and also diploma or degree. I think the only airline that actually values you in that part, because other airline the same. You got degree, bachelor, or whatever,
it doesn't
your
matter.
salary is the same.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
because it's
Yeah.
a different scope, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So Singapore Airlines does that. So again, it's one of the different requirements, and some like requires it to be like proficiency for English to be
Yeah.
really A+ and stuff. It depends on what airline you go for.
Right.
Yeah. If you go to Taiwan Airline, probably like you have to speak Mandarin.
Yeah.
You guys learn any macam martial art or like self-defense for just for your own protection against?
Okay.
More.
As individual, I mean, I don't know about other people, but for the training courses itself, in Malaysia Airlines, I still remember that time. What's the name of the course? They were a man that came. He's from the army punya side
Yeah.
or I'm not sure what's exactly the name of the team. So he came and actually taught us how to like disarm ourselves.
All right.
Like if
all
someone
right.
grab
Cool,
you
man.
from the back
Yeah.
and how we launch this attack to people.
Yeah.
Let's say macam one intruder in the aircraft, for instance, and we're all 4 girls. So we all 4 of us have to gang up to go against this guy.
Okay.
So there's a
okay.
technique and stuff how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
we
like
learned
the
that, but
Avengers.
that's like in a day training only. So
that's cool,
I'm
man.
sorry, but yeah.
That's like,
It's fine, man. I think it's cool, man.
quick learners.
Yeah,
It's my, yeah, straight away. Wait, is that one of those, like, for example, like if like the plane crashes into the ocean,
Okay,
and
here
then
they
like
come.
what do you do and things like that? Are there trainings like that as well where you like the whole
we do.
life what is it called?
Survival
death.
skills kind of
Yeah,
thing. Survival
yeah,
skill kind of training.
yeah.
Yeah, we do. Like each of us have our different role when it comes to
Yeah.
like the onboard day-to-day basis itself. What we do, we were assigned to do this, even like who's assigned for the cleaning and stuff,
Okay,
who's assigned for
okay.
safety, all of that. But when it comes to like emergency situation,
Yeah.
you know, regardless, crash land means that you
Yeah.
land on a land.
Yeah.
But if it's like ditching, is land in the water.
Okay.
We
oh,
have
it's called
different
ditching.
tasks. Yeah,
Okay,
different
okay.
tasks. Like, okay, who's going to be the one doing the head count? Who's going to be the one taking the safety equipment?
Okay.
The transmitter, the first aid kit? Who's going to be the one checking on the pilot? Who's going to be the one? And even the pilot themselves also have their own responsibilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say, for example, the
Mm-hmm.
plane is about to ditch. Is it called a ditch?
Ditch, yeah, when it's
Yeah.
plunging down into an ocean.
Yeah.
Ditch.
so
yeah.
so what's like like for example, like obviously the pilot's gonna let the cabin crew members know first, like the
Of
fact
course,
that
they
hey,
will
we are
notify us,
actually
yep.
we are actually going to land on water, but obviously it's not going to be a crash landing.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to still land safely,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to be in the water. What's the first thing you do step by step?
Okay, so there's 2 situations, right? So one situation would be like unplanned emergency.
Okay.
That's going to be like we don't know that's coming.
Yeah.
Another one is a planned emergency,
Okay,
meaning like the
okay.
pilot foresee it coming. For
Yeah.
instance, maybe like another 20 minutes or 30 minutes, they know
Okay.
that we have like one engine kaput, for instance.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's already planned. Say now, prepare, guys, prepare. So we have
Yeah.
our task, what they will tell us to do, and stuff like that. You know. So what we do usually, we will try to move the incapable people first. Like the
Oh,
impact
the
one,
handicapped
because they need
one.
assistance.
Okay.
So we move them closer to somewhere that's much more
Safe.
convenient for them, you know.
Okay.
And we will assign people to assist them as well.
Oh.
So the cabin crew might not be enough. Come on, think about it.
Yeah
Like
lah.
14 of us in a big
For 5
airplane
people.
with like maybe 300 people, not enough. So what you do is you assign able-bodied passengers.
Okay.
Maybe nampak macam abang sador-sador sikit kan. You assign this person next to this person, and then we
Yeah.
ask anyone with army background, anyone with like macam
Like a
bomber
doctor or
background or
something.
anything.
Yeah.
We assign all this to be next to these people to train them or to assist them.
Okay.
Like the
okay.
blind ones, you know, the deaf one, they don't hear all these signal
Yeah.
emergency
Yeah,
stuff like that. So
how
we
do you
have
know?
to the wheelchair passengers and the kids mother with infants, you know,
Yeah.
people with a lot of kids traveling,
Understand.
all this. So we have different tasks. So that will be one of it. Have to prepare that one
see.
first.
Oh,
And secondly, then we have to start thinking like, what is our safety equipment, which we
Okay.
have to remember by heart. Actually, in the aircraft, because
Right.
every day is a different aircraft we're flying with.
Oh, that's true. Okay, now
Yeah.
the plane is in the water.
Planes in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, then it has a lot of different situation as well, right?
Okay.
And some planes equipped with a life raft. You know, the one that boat that you think you
Oh,
go in
they
some
do?
lagoon.
The
Yeah, they
Titanic
do.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
they
didn't
equip
know.
with that. You know, like the one in one boat can like maybe about 20 to 40
Oh,
people.
okay.
It
Oh, shit,
depends
I
on what
Is
size.
that one that
yeah.
you pull the string just
Correct. You're right.
Oh.
You're right. So that's
Castle.
one of our tasks too. So the moment the aircraft sink in the water, some aircraft comes with a feature that the moment the aircraft sink,
Yeah.
it would actually detect it by itself. So
Uh-huh.
that thing actually remove themselves from the aircraft with the weight that's pulling it
Oh,
down.
that's cool, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and some we have to open the flap and cut with our own blade that's provided somewhere near the aircraft, a small pocket there. We have to
Man.
cut and then prepare. Then we have to start screaming with our command like jump, swim, board the raft. You know, like you have to tell them because
Yeah,
people do
yeah.
not know what to do.
This
Obviously.
definitely looks easier on TV.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
like
I
in
mean,
the
people
movie.
don't see.
you know?
Yeah.
Has
exactly.
anything
Don't see all
happened
these
like that
things.
before?
Yeah, what's your craziest like macam?
Yeah.
Craziest experience. Of
Yeah.
course, we've had a lot of experience like macam engine not working.
Yeah.
But one thing good when you have big aircraft, let's say like those big ones, right? They have two.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like
it's-
Boeing
those are really
747,
big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
engine
Airbus
1, 2,
stuff.
3, 4. You know, depends Airbus or Boeing like that. But with the smaller aircraft, that one you have to Bismillah first, right?
Yeah. Sayang je lah. Just like Malindo. Malindo
Eyes
Airline.
going. Everyone,
The Fokker.
everybody put on your swimsuit. We're reaching Redang early.
We don't need the airport. to go down.
It's fine. Boarding. Oh, what? Which time? But yeah, man. But
Yeah,
what
so-
was your craziest?
So what were we asking?
Oh, your craziest experience.
Okay,
like,
the crazy
for
experience. You're talking about
What?
aircraft emergency, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It could be like macam handling a passenger ke, that just
Yeah.
start going
Okay.
hysteric ke apa.
I remember clearly. This is back in when I was still in AirAsia.
Okay.
2000, I would say 14, 15, I think, if I'm not wrong.
14 or 15?
If you can remember clearly, AirAsia, there's one like emergency landing which actually the aircraft crashed in Bali,
I think I heard
in
it
Indonesia
before, like, a long
one, but
time
it's
ago,
AirAsia
yeah.
Indonesia,
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah,
around that time.
Yeah, I've heard
Okay.
of it.
So I remember that morning I woke up from sleep, like I got a lot of messages on my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, kenapa a lot of messages ni kan? So
Yeah.
what's going on? And all my friends asking, are you okay? Like all family members, are you okay? I'm like,
Oh, okay.
what's
okay.
going on? And literally I just came up from flight the night before. So
Yeah.
you obviously like slept like dead sleeping, you know?
Yeah.
So you woke up, there's a lot of messages and stuff. And I read like, what, are you okay? You okay? Oh my God, we saw the news. I'm like, what
Yeah.
news are you guys talking about? So I turn on the TV and turn on the newspaper and stuff like that. You know, they have online one, right? Like aircraft crash and it's AirAsia.
Yeah.
And that morning itself, I also have a flight in the afternoon, like a bit late. About my reporting was
Fuck.
about
Feel like
12,
Yeah.
2 in the afternoon like that. I was going to Bali as well.
Oh my god. It's not like a
Yeah.
No amount
I
of
would be like,
statistics.
I would get anxiety
Yeah,
right
exactly.
away.
No
Obviously.
number
Yeah.
of statistics can save you from the anxiety,
Yeah.
right?
Obviously, because you just know it just happened,
Insane.
right?
Yeah.
And it's the same route. So they
Yeah.
actually, I think they were flying to Bali, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, okay.
I can't really remember exactly what it was. It was a long time back, more than a decade already, right? So I think they either crashed in Bali or on the way to Bali, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
In between the ocean or something like this, you know.
Okay,
So
okay.
what happened? I was waiting for like my company to actually message me saying that our flight is cancelled today, blah blah blah. You're on standby mode.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I went to work, knowing AirAsia. So I went to work. So captain had a briefing. So I was the in-flight supervisor actually for that flight. It's a small airplane, Airbus 320, the small one with one aisle. So we only have supervisor and 3 crew, 3 crew members.
Okay,
Only
okay.
4 crew altogether. So captain, first officer, and 4 of us. So the captain have to brief the supervisor before we actually go for the briefing for the crew.
Right.
We have to
Yeah.
give the task and
Yeah.
aircraft, how many passengers, blah blah. So the captain told me, okay, look, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen today. You heard about the news. I'm like, okay. This is without my crew around me at that time.
Yeah.
And these are all the younger people, way
Yeah,
younger than me,
yeah.
okay? So the captain said that we're still going to fly with the same route, okay? But we're going to have a code today,
Oh, okay, okay.
okay? The captain
Okay.
said, but do not tell your crew about this because they're going to get freaked out. Because when I saw the GD, we have a general declaration, all the
Yeah.
information, passport and stuff.
Yeah.
Captain said they're very, very young. They're going to get freaked out.
Okay, okay.
They know we're going to
okay.
go through the same route.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I asked Captain, why are we going through the same route if we know
Yeah.
that this happened this morning?
Yeah.
Because it is what it is.
What do you mean?
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
is it because like, for example, like if it takes a different route, that kind of like conflicts with other
Incoming
planes as
flights
well?
or-
No, because it depends on, because there's a lot of factor to why the aircraft crashed, right? It could be human factor.
Correct.
Yeah.
It could be the aircraft itself that's having
Yes.
a lot of problem.
Yeah.
It could be the weather condition.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah,
could be
yeah,
the
yeah.
ATC control
Yeah.
that they didn't
Yeah.
give right information, stuff like that. So apparently at that time we heard it's like the weather condition,
Okay.
but at the same
okay.
time it's aircraft faulty or something like this.
Okay,
You know,
Right, not being
so
yeah.
they cannot just stop this whole flight because of this because
Yeah.
they did not have information yet about
Yeah.
because literally just happened in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
there's
haven't
no
investigated
investigation
anything
has
yet.
been done yet lah.
Unless macam really in the flight radar says that the weather is really really bad on that day, macam really red, turns red like or storm or the lava thing
Mm.
erupted
Yeah.
and stuff, then we
Yeah.
cannot fly.
Yeah.
So we went on the same route. So as we're about to land, the aircraft really shakes, like really crazy because the weather was bad. The weather
Oh
was
my
bad.
god.
And you being the supervisor, right, sitting, and you facing the passenger. I don't know if you guys been to AirAsia where they have like
I have.
the transparent one
always.
in the front there and the front
you
seat.
see that person
Exactly,
sees
the
you.
passenger sees you. I'm staring at you. You're staring at me.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's
All
so
you have to
awkward,
do-
dude.
so you just have to smile.
Exactly. so
Right.
you have to fake a smile in that awkward situation and like very scary situation, right?
Yeah.
And your crew looking at you, be like, "Are we gonna be okay?" Because I
Then
have a
they see
crew
you
sitting
start
next to
praying.
me.
What?
They look at you smiling then. Pray.
This is the time.
Me and Rick would be terrible on flight if we were given the code word, dude.
Yeah.
The eagle is unstable. Oh, dude, done for, dude. The whole
dude.
plane will be panicking, dude.
Guys!
Eagle is shaky. Oh shit,
I
man.
will shout evacuate.
Yeah.
to nowhere.
To nowhere. Just run around. Then what happened?
So it was really bad, and we couldn't land. So we had this term called "go around" when the aircraft's
okay,
about to
okay.
land, and then you can feel the dive of the aircraft is landing, right?
Yeah.
And suddenly, zoom, and you can hear the engine, the
Yeah,
thrust.
yeah.
They have to go full thrust
Yeah.
to bring the aircraft back
Yeah.
up, you know. And then we went go around. And then they started asking, oh, what's happening? What's happening? So,
It's a
of
trick.
course, member pun actually gabra.
Yeah, confirm man.
You're like, I still don't know what's happening.
You also just
maintain the makeup.
maintain the makeup, man.
No, because we have this procedure that we cannot get in touch with the pilot because we have the intercom system, right?
Okay.
On the critical phases of flight.
Yeah.
Takeoff, landing, taxiing, because we cannot interfere with the intercom because they're talking to the tower.
Okay, I understand.
So of course I'm so eager to know as well what's going on. I want to
Yeah.
call them and ask, but I
Yeah.
can't. So for me, as a supervisor, wait for the next instruction from the pilot, from the captain. Wait for the command. So we wait. So take off again and went round. And I heard ding ding. Captain called me. Have to go inside the cockpit.
That's the
Yeah.
sound?
Yeah, we have a
Yeah,
sound.
that's
the
not
calls.
the tung tung.
I thought means toilet is like finished using.
No.
So for a long time,
Oh,
I was
you
so
don't
scared
know?
to use because
Are
it's
you
like announcement saying, I'm done, everybody.
Oh, that's what it means.
Yeah. I mean, it's a call. We have different sound. Like emergency call is different sound.
Oh.
I
Different
see,
sound
I
calling.
see.
Oh,
Yeah.
but there's also calling. There's a sound where when the plane takes off and then when right before you remove your seatbelts.
It's a sound. Ding,
That-
ding.
that- yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, that's the
Yeah,
one.
when they remove the seatbelt sign thing,
Okay,
there's a
okay.
sound as well.
Makes
to
sense.
indicate.
Okay.
Because the sound comes for those who can't see, blind. So the sound helps for them.
Right.
Understand.
For those the one impaired, they can't hear, then they have the sign. They can see it as well on top of your seat, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of features
Crazy,
there. So
Okay.
so the captain called me in and said, okay, we have to go around because we
Yeah.
were not able to land because the weather was very bad.
Yeah.
So I think we went around about 2 or 3 times.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And also at the same time, we do know the Air Asia, they carry exactly amount of fuel.
Oh,
okay.
Go to
No
destination.
extras,
Too
no
much.
backup.
because
It's
c-
important
carrying-
to have extras, no?
Costing, I think.
It depends. Costing is one thing,
Yeah.
but it depends also. They will weigh around the situation and the location, right? So
Okay.
what is the nearest airport? Kalau ada macam let's say you landing to KL, they won't carry extra fuel because JB is just next door, Singapore just next door.
Yeah.
So anything happen, just divert.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Okay.
But it depends if the airport is like really far away from another ocean. Maybe you have to cross very far. Then they carry extra fuel.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, but that requires a lot of costing as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you have to burn out more fuel.
Yeah.
Sometimes when it's heavier, you have to
Yeah.
take off and then you have to burn more fuel, so it's more
Yeah,
expensive.
it's
You know,
true, it's
like our
true.
car, like if you carry a lot of stuff in our trunk,
Yeah, yeah.
the car
yeah,
takes
yeah.
much more heavier to actually drive, so you burn
Yeah.
more fuel. Yeah. So and then that time, captain said we have to land no matter what. So we did, and we land was like, and it was very dramatic when we land.
Yeah.
Can you? Everybody's like praying. Because
Yeah.
a lot of foreigners, because going to Bali, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of mixed profile,
Yeah.
you know, like there's Malays, Muslim,
Yeah, yeah.
there's like a lot of whites too, the
Yeah.
Western stuff. So everyone's like praying like, oh, like,
Yeah.
and then of course for me it's like a relief, you know.
Yeah.
So and then only then after
God.
everyone evacuate, then disembark the aircraft because it's not
Yeah.
emergency. That's when captain explained what happened, and the crew was like, oh my god, like, yeah.
It's scary, dude.
I had like not similar. It's nothing close, I guess. I was going to Singapore by
Yeah.
Firefly.
Okay,
Yeah.
Right?
small aircraft.
Yeah, by the name of it also I should have known lah.
Yeah.
Right? It was a fucking storm, dude, up there.
Yeah.
From X-Men, she was just creating tornadoes and all.
Yeah.
And I was sitting like window seat. You can see the
The wings
The
of the
flag.
wings
aircraft.
are just
okay,
like
okay.
it's terrible for people with anxiety.
But betul.
Oh my god, dude! And the landing it had that I call it the 3 bounce and then baru
Okay.
You know, so I was just like glad lah. So I can't imagine like that's like a one-off thing for me again. So I can't imagine for like cabin crew members who
Maybe
actually
it's fucking scary. But I
it's
feel like
insane, it's
I don't know.
scary.
I feel like planes are, for example, like all of this, it's basically a vehicle, right? Like, and a vehicle have like a lot of safety features and very based on previous experiences. Like you're able to pre-plan certain safety features that is based on whatever happened before, right? For example,
yeah.
like why don't like planes have like for example, if anything really bad happens, where there is a feature where
a robot
it's-
comes out and saves you.
no, as in like it's able to like have like a huge balloon that carries it up or something.
Like a
You know?
parachute.
Yeah, like a
What's that?
parachute
What's
kinda
that
thing.
show called?
You know?
You thinking upgrade?
I know. Like for example, like the flap just drops, like you just like just drops
Understand?
because the engine doesn't work anymore, and then like a huge parachute just pulls the fucking plane up and brings it to safety.
Thank God
You
we're
know,
not
things like
engineers.
that. Yeah, dude. What?
But
Because
yeah,
it is.
I know what you mean.
Planes
I
should have the highest amount of tech compared
But also
to any
they
other
have
vehicle.
the lowest statistics for crashing. if I'm
Exactly.
It
not
needs to
mistaken.
because it brings like 300 to 500
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
Not
that's
like
true,
5
that's true
people
lah.
in a car.
That's true lah.
I've got an important question.
Oh,
Right, so with issues like this, right? I mean, the fact that you've been in a cabin crew for like 10 years as well. I just want to ask about the plane that went missing.
Oh, okay.
If you have any theory, or you actually know something about it.
Okay.
The MH370, right? Even now, when they come out with the documentaries about like the plane, like you think that you'll get an answer from these documentaries, but you don't get an answer from the documentary, right? So with your experience, 10 years of experience, I'm sure you have either some theory or you actually know the answer.
I'm sure your gang semua confirm ada your own like ni
Of
kan.
course, I'm sure.
Okay, yeah. So what happened?
I'm sure that's a.
You know, this is like you're probably like I don't know how many people are asking me this because at that time when I was flying, right? Back at that time, I remember people. Of course, when you go around the world, people started asking like, "Where are you from?" You know, from Malaysia. Oh my God, the aircraft that went missing. What happened?
Oh, right. That's the first thing that they
everybody
ask.
asked. Like, I don't even know you. No hi, no hello, no name, nothing.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, what happened to this aircraft? Do you know what happened?
Not
Oh my
even
God,
your
it's
name.
insane. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so and we're talking about you going around the world. Everybody's asking that. So they know Malaysia because of this.
Yeah.
Of course, obviously everyone is doing the research about that, right? Everybody's doing their own documentary, their own conspiracy, stuff like that. Well, we have our talk among the pilot as well, the cabin crew, all the staff, workers of our airline staff. I don't know, for me, it's like, it sounds almost impossible because we're in 2024.
Yeah.
And that time when it happened, it's like a long time back, right? Like
No, it was
10
only
years.
like a few years back.
No, like
you
5
know?
years ago. I think that's
Yeah,
quite some
yeah, I
time,
mean, it
actually.
was
Oh, but this is like yesterday.
I don't think so.
It felt like yesterday, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember clearly because one of the airline staff, I mean the cabin crew, the in-flight supervisor itself, the gentleman there is my friend's father.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's very sad. You will see her IG kan macam every year, macam Father's Day or
Oh,
birthday.
shit.
Like,
Oh,
Daddy,
so-
we wish you will come home.
Oh my
like,
God.
So it just breaks your heart, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So to me, I think it's something to do with political. I think.
Okay.
I thought
okay.
so too.
That's
you
what
know,
you think
it's
as
something
well.
very
I thought
fishy
so
going
Yeah.
on there.
It feels like something.
it's trying to hide something.
Because
you
there's
know?
too many
Yeah.
theories, dude.
Yeah.
There's
Exactly.
too many conspiracy.
Tak,
Yeah.
think about it.
I'm like-
With the features that we have nowadays,
Yeah.
technology and stuff. Come on, nobody can find anything.
Yeah.
Correct.
How can the
Nobody.
planes go
Correct.
missing?
Yeah, and with all the technology we have, like whatever team they send down there
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
like no one, takkan tak ada anyone at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true,
exactly.
that's true.
Based on the documentary itself, like it's very misleading. Where it says like, oh, the plane is going like towards
the island.
yeah, to an
To an island
island,
thing,
and then
yeah.
like suddenly it's a different direction. It's going south towards like Australia, and then so it felt like the news was redirecting the investigation to happen in certain areas
Understand.
when it's
Ah.
actually went there and things
With
like that.
intentions lah, all this news.
so that people won't be able to find where the
Yeah.
plane actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your theory though?
Same lah as politics.
No,
lah,
no,
dude.
because I think it's politics. Because like
Okay.
as far as we know, right?
Okay.
Every airport they have tower control.
Okay, yeah.
We cannot simply land the aircraft.
Yeah.
Then you consider macam immigrants lah. If
Yeah.
I mean, of course, there's still small aircraft coming. That's how we get immigrants coming
Yeah.
in, you know, from the
Mm-mm.
boat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tower control, and then you got your apa safety defense people
Yeah,
always
there's
at
a
the
lot of
border.
protocol that goes into
A
it.
lot of things going on. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
takkan no one sees.
True,
No
yeah.
one,
True.
It's just impossible to
True.
me, you know. Like it's like, and their family members, like,
Yeah.
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 and we're talking about people. We're not talking about they're transporting animals.
Yeah.
They cannot connect and find ways.
Yeah.
So if you have like 100 or 200 people in the aircraft, maybe one might be dumb, for instance, do not know how to think. Then the rest of them cannot think as well, and how to make
True.
it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it doesn't
exactly.
make sense
Correct,
at
correct,
all,
correct,
you know?
correct.
I mean, who am I to say? Obviously, you know,
Mm-mm.
but it's just based on the surface what we see. It just doesn't make sense.
True. Not only you, I think most of
Yeah,
Malaysians
most of us thinking the same thing as
think
well.
the same
Yeah,
thing. Like
yeah.
there's something hidden. There's a hidden agenda behind.
Because
God
apparently
knows
there was
lah,
some
but-
there
High
was some-
profile people.
yeah,
traveling
high
on
profile
board.
people from
Yeah.
China or something that was
They were
traveling the
bringing some
plane.
technology or something,
Something
for
like
health or
that.
something.
Yeah, yeah. This whole event also happened right after Barack Obama
It was
was
Obama's
traveling.
time.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh,
he
is
was
it?
traveling
Yep.
around. Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
was traveling, and then this happened, and then suddenly it was COVID.
He visited Malaysia as well at that time.
I think he did. Yeah, he did.
Oh,
He saw
okay,
it was
okay.
during Najib time.
Yeah.
Something's
Like
going on.
yeah.
But yeah, I want to ask you lah. Okay, what made you want to leave the flying industry?
Isn't
And
seeing
getting into the fitness industry, like it's I wouldn't say it's too far off because you're still dealing with people, but it's still quite different.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you're not
So
traveling
is it-
anymore. Why don't you like traveling anymore?
Yeah.
So I actually came back during COVID time, right after COVID.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So at that time, of course, the COVID that time, Asia got affected first.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it was around, I think you guys got it in December, around there. Year.
December 2019.
Christmas time, right? After Christmas, before
Yeah,
New
yeah.
Year comes in. So at that time, at that part of the world where I was at, in Middle East, we were not affected yet. We only hear the stories.
Yeah.
China, bird flu, whatever, at that time, like everyone's like paranoid wearing masks. And then we were like, what's going on here? I still remember I was in UK at that time, doing flight to London,
Oh, okay.
So we were still flying normally and stuff. And even on February, I took my brother and sister travel to South Africa as well for 2 weeks.
Right.
At that time, nothing happening. We were all on the beach, like
The
that's
lions
February,
were chilling.
It's very different 'cause at that time. I think the virus have not travelled there yet.
Yeah.
Because it takes some time from east go to the west, or to the south. So at that time, things were normal and everything. And as things spike up, of course, you can start seeing airline reducing numbers of flights and blah blah blah, and borders start closing. No planes flying anymore. So my housemate, she was from Colombia,
Yeah.
and my best friend from Peru.
Okay.
She lost both of her parents during COVID time.
Oh my god.
Sandra, my best friend, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
She
I'm so
lost,
sorry.
and the worst part is you can't even see your parent
Because like the borders
the
closed.
border is closed, and if you were to go there, you can't go for the funeral. You can't go nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing you can.
You know? So she's crying, and then not only that, all my friends from Russia, from like Vietnam or any other
Yeah.
part of the world, like because Malaysia was actually very fortunate at that time that we are still one of them that actually still have our borders open,
Yeah.
and they were doing a lot of rescuing flight for all the Malaysians to come back home from
Mm.
US, a student from UK and stuff like that. So my friends tell me like, hey, maybe you should go home, see your family.
Yeah.
So and a lot of them that time they were screaming and crying, they want to go home see their
Oh
families.
no.
But they couldn't.
Kesiannya.
Border is closed. No matter what you do, you got money, you can't go home.
Yeah.
No
that's
plane will
true.
take you back.
Yeah.
No even rescue flight. So they told me
That's
like,
so
hey, you should
sad,
go
man.
home, I think, because you don't know when's the last time you're gonna see your family again.
Right.
And that actually hits me very hard, because
For sure.
you've been away for like 5 years in another foreign country, and then what if this is it?
This is it. Yeah, you don't see your family
Yeah.
anymore.
At that time, the government was actually offering like, if you come home at this certain period of time,
Mm.
they'll pay for your quarantine.
Yeah.
You have to be quarantined for 14 days. And they say if you come home after this certain period of time, you have to pay your own expenses. I'm
Okay.
booking flight right away.
Yeah, man.
This is
Holy
expensive.
Yeah.
In like 14 days, if I'm paying for my trip in Maldives or whatever, then I'm okay. But
Yeah.
you're stuck in a hotel. The airline was also offering people to take their own unpaid leave, because they making a lot of losses.
Yeah, there's no flights
Yeah.
at all happening. Yeah.
A lot of businesses.
Yeah, some people not flying anymore, no flying hours and stuff like that, because our salary based on flying hours, right? So I took unpaid leave for 3 months, and I was still staying in Doha for 1 month, doing my own workout and stuff,
Oh, you started then already?
Yeah, unpaid leave, over there.
Oh, no, I
No,
mean
as
your
in, like,
fitness
working
punya-
out.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, is it? Did you start it then, or like you started in terms of the fitness journey, like even
After.
before?
For myself, I started way before, because back in
Okay.
school, I was an athlete actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
sport has been my thing,
Okay.
Yeah,
What
so,
were you? What was your sport?
I was doing running for MSSD.
Oh.
Okay, fellow runner.
Yeah.
How-
the only
how
one, the
far can you
cheerleader in
run?
the school.
But I
Come
do
on.
short distance, like 100
Okay.
meter hurdles,
Oh,
200 meter
okay.
hurdle,
Yeah,
4x1,
sprinter,
4x4,
yeah, I can't do short
sprinter,
distance lah, yeah.
I can't do long distance. I'm
Okay,
probably
I do.
gasping there.
Yeah, I do long.
I can only do short distance. 100 meter, 100 meter. I
Yeah.
used to do 100
I
meter.
don't
Yeah.
have the interest for it, right? Like,
Okay.
which I feel
Okay.
boring. Like, macam
Same,
you run
marathon.
1,005.
Yeah, a lot of people say
800.
that.
I
What
get
are you
so
looking forward
bored.
to? Like, I feel like,
I don't know.
Like
I feel it's like a mental journey
yeah, I
compared
think,
to because it's like how long
it's very
can you
different.
how long can you withhold just running, just operating on your body?
like long distance, I always feel like macam you guys want to go far,
Yeah.
take a car. People are cycling these days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's different. I don't know.
I know, like for me, like the 100 meter dashes, the
Yeah.
400
Yeah,
meter,
the sprinting ones.
it's it looks like a race.
No,
Exactly.
it's
It's
very
quick.
adrenaline kind
Ah,
of thing.
yeah.
you know?
It's
yeah,
quick,
that's the
it's
word
quick.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like boom, you know.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
800 one, they're chilling.
Yeah.
They're grabbing like snacks from tables, drinks and shit. I'm like, they're
That's
talking.
exaggerating. We don't do that for 800.
I get bored so quick.
Yeah,
dude.
it's true. It's
Oh my
true.
God.
I don't know. I think it's something about like long distance running that because I've been a long distance runner even when I was in school.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think long distance running when I was in school was around like 1,500.
Yeah, 1,005 is the longest at time,
Yeah,
right?
1,005, and then after that, like, cause I do martial art as well, I do taekwondo, so we have our own like
Dojo.
Yeah.
exams
Okay.
and stuff where I have to run for like 2.5 kilometers and stuff like that.
Okay.
I just like running far
Okay.
compared to running. I mean, I can't run fast.
Okay.
So I rather just run far. I saw your Instagram store like videos like
Okay.
you are able to squat maybe like 2 times the weight that I'm able to actually squat.
Not for squatting.
Hey,
you
for
know.
sure, you can definitely beat us in squats.
To be
Yes,
honest, I
PR.
started my fitness journey and in building legs, workout and strength, right? And also
Okay.
building glutes, not from squats. I started from deadlifting
Oh, that,
Damn.
because I have issues on my knee during Muay Thai times.
Okay.
I landed wrongly, so my meniscus was slightly torn.
Okay.
So
okay.
as you know, when your meniscus is torn, not bend is very hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suck it, it's painful. So squat requires you to bend a lot.
Yes.
So what am I going to do then with myself? Takkan do workout at all. So then
Yeah.
I find another way, and then you make a lot of research and you learn as well and stuff by deadlifting. Because deadlifting, you don't use your knee to actually squat.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
It's more
you
hip
just
movement.
bend a little bit, like
So
right.
people ask me a lot, like how heavy you squat, like how many times you squat in a day to
Yeah.
get glutes and stuff.
Yeah.
I answer, I didn't.
Is
start
that why
from
you
there.
use the spring? Is it called a spring that?
The band or what?
The band.
The
Yeah. Is
resistance
that why
band.
you use the resistance
She
band?
don't
when
use
you
the band.
You do. I see.
To put it where? Oh,
I see.
okay.
Yeah.
She's like
To give assistance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
support a little bit. Like I would tie them up on another bracket. Another
Yeah,
bracket on one
that's
end.
for your knees, is it?
Not for my knee, to get more lift and power, to help me support.
Okay.
Come
Okay.
on,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
Because when
right.
you're working out alone, you don't have supporter.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, okay.
Siapa nak support you from
Yeah,
back?
I thought it's
you know?
because like you have issues with your knees. That's why you actually need a bit of support
At the
when you're
moment
lifting.
now, so far so good. It hasn't come back for so many years, and I did my MRI like almost every year.
Yeah.
And because my cousin is also a doctor, so she would do a checkup for me and stuff. She said that the MRI looks perfectly fine. And the
Oh,
muscle
that's
is all
okay.
good. you know.
Congrats. There's this thing going on online now within the fitness new influencers and whatnot.
Okay.
Apparently BBL now.
Oh wow. Okay.
A lot of people in the doing BBL are or the bigger
big black.
I don't know. I call it
I
big
knew
booty
Rick's
ladies.
Rick's
big
gonna
booty
ask
ladies.
that.
Yeah.
Big booty
okay.
ladies.
Yeah.
I don't know what the term
I've never heard of
is.
it.
So the
I've
actual
only heard of
term.
BBW.
Dude, that is so different. BBL is a proper surgery.
Okay, let's not get there.
BBW, no doctors came up with that term. I'm 1000%
What?
sure.
There's a big black big booty woman.
I have no idea.
Is
I don't
it
know,
not?
dude, but
Is it
BBL
not?
is definitely something scientific.
So
Oh,
for
okay, okay,
BBL,
okay.
Yeah, but is it,
I only came to know about this as you indulge more in Instagram too. It's more of the social media kind of stuff, right? It's a term that they use now in the fitness influencer. They are trying their best to actually educate people about it. We're talking about proper fitness influencers and trainers, you know?
okay.
Yeah, so BBL stands for Brazilian butt lift.
Oh.
That sounds so much better than big booty ladies.
Big booty ladies
ladies
sounds
is
very
sounds-
sexual.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
So the surgery, like I believe that when you go to the doctor,
Yeah.
I mean the surgeons or whatever, the one that's doing all of this stuff, you tell them you want to do BBL, so Brazilian butt lift. So I do not know what is the exact thing they put inside, silicone or filler stuff.
I think
they
it's
put inside,
silicone,
and
yeah.
it makes it look like you have like a perfect
Right,
round
okay.
butt lift.
Because there's this thing going
it?
on online within the fitness
Yeah.
influencers where some of the influencers actually have BBL
Yeah.
and they just try to promote their workouts as
And the
though like
programs
that.
and all.
Yeah, as though like
Yes.
you do all this,
To
you're
get that.
gonna get that.
Okay.
Actually, there's also that BBL, but it's not. You know, they're not being transparent with their viewers as well, lah.
Understand.
So I mean, is that like macam? My question is like, do you know if it's that famous in Malaysia? This whole
Oh,
procedure, do a lot of
I don't
people
think
do
so.
it? Do
it
you
is
know?
actually
Is it?
happening a lot.
Really?
Oh.
More than you know it.
Okay. So a lot of people
Nowadays,
have
I
fake
mean,
butts.
I'm sorry to say that like nowadays it's really hard for you to find someone who's like really original people, you know.
Okay, I know.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
Yeah.
head to toe, you know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
now everything is doable. Because I was in Sunway Hospital.
Yeah.
I went there to accompany someone actually to visit someone. Okay. In the lift itself, there's like macam ada poster kat lift tu yang they put
Yeah.
there macam if you go for these stairs or whatever, some advertisement stuff.
Yeah.
One of it is advertisement for boob job.
Okay.
Okay.
In Sunway.
Yes, now they do. Cosmetic. That's why Sunway Hospital now looking like a shopping mall. There are a lot of Indonesian, a lot of China people,
Right.
Koreans,
Okay, that makes
Arabic. So they're also selling this cosmetic kind of procedure. Of course, anything that's money making, obviously, is
Yeah.
money making industry. And you'll be surprised, it is as cheap as like 2,000 ringgit.
Oh, it's so
And they have
cheap.
different grade as well. I think back on those time, I think I made like maybe 10, 20 years ago. It takes like about 5 digit, I think, to do it.
Yeah.
Now
it
it's like
does.
2,000 ringgit and you can do it.
Damn.
Like
When
Oh,
it's
that's
affordable.
yeah, so sekarang
It
ni is
gets-
gila. Gila in the sense that a lot of type, a lot of quality. And people now, they don't think further.
Yeah.
They think about the present. They don't think about long run.
Yeah.
I want this, I want to look good. Especially with all the social media and stuff. It keeps
Yeah.
the peer pressure there.
Yeah. It's
you
like they want to look good today.
know? Exactly. They don't
Yeah.
think about what's going to happen
Yeah.
after. There's all these shortcuts happening. It's coming.
Because a lot of celebrities are actually like opting to remove some of, but I don't know why lah. I didn't read
Remove
into
what?
it. I see it all over Instagram removing
Mm.
the BBL and whatnot.
No, because right,
Yeah.
I mean, to
I'm sure
me,
there's
right,
something
to
to
me,
it
I
also lah.
find it very misleading in
Yes,
the sense that
correct.
nowadays social media, not only people our age kids nowadays are very advanced.
Yep.
As early as 8, 9 years old,
Oh,
they know things
yes.
more than you do.
Tell me
Yeah,
what-
that's true.
You know, one neighbor in my house saw me scrolling my Instagram. This girl, she's like 9. Oh, abang tu sadar.
Damn.
Yeah, but you're 9 years old.
Yeah.
You know, I
I'm
just learned the word
thinking-
sadar like
Yeah.
4 years ago.
I learned this when I came back to Malaysia too.
Oh,
Like apa tu sadar? Like I never heard
Yeah.
before in my life. They be like besado. Oh, that's how you get sadar.
What? I didn't even know
I
that.
didn't know that actually.
Yeah,
Wait,
'cause-
besado.
Sado.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Sado.
besado. So abang sadar, you know.
Abang sado.
One of the youngsters explained to me. I'm like, oh wow, you know.
Wow.
Came up with this.
Not bad, these youngsters,
Whoever
I tell you.
invented this, but you know
Got
what I mean.
bars,
So
man.
the world has changed, right? So
Yeah,
the
yeah,
kids are
betul.
much more advanced now. So having these fitness influencers coming up and giving this misleading information,
True.
and I think that's scamming lah. For me, that's not ethical. Like I wouldn't do that and then sell my program. This is how you're gonna build glutes and stuff like that.
True.
And they're very smart in the sense that they do that surgery at the same time selling the program and they're working out too. So kononnya as if it works.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But a
okay.
true fitness junkie, a true sports science practitioner and stuff would know if it's real or not. In the
Correct.
sense that we don't have to touch. For instance,
Yeah.
any exercises that requires you to use your legs, it's impossible just to grow the butt
Yeah.
without building your quads or your hamstring.
correct, I was gonna
True,
say
yeah.
that.
Because the
Yeah,
hamstring,
yeah.
okay, this is scientific part of the fitness, body composition and stuff.
Yeah.
The hamstring is connected at the back part together with your glutes.
Yeah.
So macam mana you only have big butt without having a
Yeah.
well-developed hamstring to
Yeah.
work together with?
Right.
Makes sense. Yeah.
That makes sense.
No, it's like small
Faham
and
tak?
it's like boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dia akan
Yeah.
macam one line and then phew,
Yeah.
I'm
like-
sure there are some that even, I mean like, that we can't tell, like me and you again, like we can't tell if it's,
Yeah.
you know.
Why?
Yeah.
Is it because we are like
No, because it's definitely like, I mean like, some of them really do it well, like,
Okay.
the procedure really well,
Yeah.
so it looks seamless.
true, true.
But there's also the one that you said yang macam,
straight and then tiba-tiba
wah
round.
bam.
Yeah.
And I mean,
No,
the
it doesn't
gym
make
that we
sense.
go to at Fitness Republica, I've accounted one time. I saw this girl. This one is confirmed not butt lift,
Yeah.
but she's wearing the seluar yang ada that thing.
I need that.
And you know, you know what's
wanna wear it
really bizarre for me is that
I think I know who
having
you're talking
having
about.
to see it. No, it's weird because Rick, that person is walking,
Yeah.
and me and another friend, we
Yeah.
started seeing something's weird going on there.
Yeah.
Like one is drop, one is up. Benda tu dah lari from
Oh.
alignment lari.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, alignment
Alignment
lari.
So malu tau.
Tak hantar
Like,
service. Yeah. It's been a while.
I'm looking at it myself. Oh my god, I just can't unsee it. You know, like.
Yeah.
And so people has come to the extent, I don't know for what reason, to please people or what. Like for me, if I know I have like something that I have to work on myself,
Yeah.
I'll work on it.
Same.
Yeah.
Because I'm not happy with myself, I'll work on it. You know.
Yeah.
For me, for myself.
Yeah.
Of course, when you look good, you feel good as
You
well.
feel good.
Yeah.
You know, it's for
confident.
yourself.
Yeah, and I feel
Yeah.
it's the same for some of the guy influencers, the male influencers as well.
The six pack.
Lately,
Huh.
only a lot of them actually come out and say, you know what, I'm on juice, you know, I'm
Oh,
on
yeah,
TRT,
yeah,
I'm on,
yeah.
you know, certain type of steroids, you know, but I still need to work out as hard as I did before to actually get this results, you know.
Yeah.
But before this, whatever juice they were on was never mentioned.
Yeah, exactly.
They promote their program.
Yeah.
And
People
they sell it and
follow
they're
for
making
6
millions.
years.
They're making
Yeah.
lots of
Yeah, yeah.
money for this.
Have you heard of the Liver King?
I have, of course, I know the
he
Liver
promotes
King.
him eating just meat. He obviously have his own pills as well that he's actually selling,
course lah.
saying that it's all organic.
Okay.
And he apparently he only lives on eating raw meat.
The carnivore diet.
Yeah,
carnivore
yeah,
diet,
yeah.
Yeah.
But carnivore,
But
they
raw.
cook. This is.
But Kanye raw,
He
raw
didn't
as
cook.
fuck. Like he didn't cook.
Oh my god.
So he's
You
in
can
his.
get a lot of this disease, apa salmonella and stuff.
Salmonella, yeah.
But he doesn't get it. I don't know. Like there's videos of
How
him.
do you know?
I don't know. Yeah.
He didn't put that in IG.
Okay lah, I want to ask you also.
Yes.
Macam in terms of, what's your pet peeves in the gym lah? What annoys you
What
in
annoys
the
me
gym?
eh?
It can be
For the guys or the girls?
That's too.
Situation or the human or which one?
any.
Anything. What
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
gym?
I have mine already. I know exactly what I'm gonna say.
Well, racking back your weights.
That's one.
That's
but
like very
that is
basic,
probably
no?
a
Very
norm,
generic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's ethics lah.
Yeah.
You know, gym ethics you need to know.
Mm.
Second is if 4 people share one equipment.
Mm.
Okay.
Mine.
They're gonna hog.
Like
the
hogging,
equipment all
yeah.
the time. Okay.
And then
okay.
third maybe people who play. This is weird because it happened to me once. I was waiting for a fly machine to be available, and this guy, in between sets, dia main Clash of
Oh,
Castle
okay. Clash of Clans.
Clash of
Okay.
Clans.
Yeah.
Right.
wanted
he
to
was
say
more
Clash of
concerned.
Titans.
Close, so close.
That's because I don't play games.
Okay,
Anyways.
but he was more concerned about his
Clash of
castle
Clans. Yeah.
getting,
Okay.
invaded.
Yeah.
Then, so it ended up I finished 3 different workouts, and he's still there.
Okay.
That's my 3 lah. So I just want
I
to know
would
what.
have tell him off, that's for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on! I want to hear all these things.
Yeah. Like-
For me, it's the selfishness in the sense that macam they don't want to share the machine.
Okay.
And
So
then-
you're open towards sharing lah.
I mean, of course, because
No
I
choice,
don't own
yeah.
that place.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that machine doesn't have my name written on it.
Okay.
That's for
Correct.
sure, you know. So usually, like, because we all have our gym etiquette, right? We're very
Yeah.
nice and stuff. I mean, regardless in gym or not, you're supposed to be nice everywhere you go, you
Yeah.
know. So you go there and be like, hey, are you? How many more do you have left? Or you
Yeah.
ask them like, are you using it? It's the response that actually really ticks me off.
Right.
Why
You
they say
Or they're like, yeah, still doing. Like,
okay.
assholes.
I'm
Sorry
still
lah, but
nice,
yeah,
still
yeah, I
putting
get
my
pissed off.
nice smile and everything. Just walk away from there, and then
Yeah.
again you come back again. I was like, yeah, still long more.
Okay.
Ballpark figure lah, Cibai. At least
No,
tell me
and
lah.
then-
What?
I was like, bro, I got
The
three
worst
more
part,
sets.
the
Yeah.
worst part is that I'm a female right here talking to you. You can't even
Yeah.
respond to me nicely, and you're
Yeah,
a
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
We
that
took too
makes
much
me
creatine.
think.
Chivalry is
and
dead, man.
pre-workout.
For the longest time.
No,
I
it's
feel
because
like.
of pre-workout, dude. They're like
So into
fucking
it.
in it. You know, that's probably why.
Long more.
No, so in a way, it makes me think that you probably go to gym. I'm sorry to say that, maybe to work on your insecurities, maybe, or you go to gym. You go to gym maybe to look like a man. But to me, you're not a man at that time. I don't look at you as a man anymore. You know, like
Yeah.
what's the man part about you doing that?
Yeah,
I mean, that annoys me the most. Macam they don't want to share. So
Right.
I pernah gaduh many times with people in the gym. I'm talking about gaduh with a guy, you know.
Like
Tell
I don't
them
like how
off,
like,
like
it's
because
like,
of this sharing thing.
yeah.
So like, oh, I'm still doing it. And then I come back twice, you still give me the same answer. Nothing friendly at all.
Yeah.
You just waiting for the moment to give me a chance to give you back. And
Yeah, no, because I don't understand why what the problem with sharing is, because the other person who wants to use it is probably doing his set or
Yeah.
her set during your rest time.
yeah, correct, exactly.
So
Because you can't be working
nothing
out
to
there for
lose
10
also.
minutes like non-stop. Kan?
Yeah,
Tak?
correct.
So usually I just
get
go
it.
there and just give
Yeah.
them peace of my mind. I'll be like, excuse me, I do not see your name written on this machine. It's not yours.
Yeah.
Uncle
Suck
would
it
say
up
shit
then.
like that. Yes, get up, bro. But to be honest, I don't like sharing.
I mean,
see.
to be honest,
Yeah,
Ray, I don't
I
like
don't
sharing either.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I'm a very like individual kind of person. Like,
Okay,
I
okay.
play sports, I like
Yeah, I like my
individual
own
kind of thing.
space.
Correct.
Yeah.
But then you have to understand that you go in a public space,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah.
true.
And then it's not yours again, like I told you.
Yeah.
Correct. It's
So-
not written in the rules also,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
right, to be fair.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
But when someone asks me like how many more sets, right? I'll be like, oh, I've got
just be
3 more
honest.
sets. Yeah, but at the same time, do you feel pressured? Like I feel pressured. Like, cause like like in between set, of course I'm not gonna play Clash of the Clans,
Oh, okay.
right? But in between sets, I want to rest and maybe I'm scrolling on Instagram for a bit.
So he's
But
one of
that-
those lah.
I was gonna say he's one of those.
One of those.
Ah.
Yeah. You're like, Rick!
Eric.
Fuck you doing that? Yeah, so I'm like scrolling to Instagram because like
Okay.
I want to rest for a bit, right? I've done like a really heavy set.
Ooh,
it's tough. It's tough.
Oh,
Very
no.
tough.
More
And then-
time recovery.
Yeah, and then this guy comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, bro, how many more sets?" I'm like, "Oh, I got 3 more sets." And then he's waiting there, right? And then he's literally watching me. Yeah, he's literally watching me scrolling on Instagram as I'm doing my rest.
Oh,
right?
that pisses me
But
off.
I feel
So sorry.
and then, but I feel pressured because I'm like,
Okay.
holy
Yeah.
shit, this guy's like waiting for me. But then now I have to finish my set like faster.
Oh yeah. You should
Yeah.
feel pressure. lah.
I totally understand the
Yeah.
pressure. So probably the other guy is totally doing his job, making you feel pressure.
Yeah.
Because I think that's when we actually supposed to come out and say like, because sometimes for me, right, it's the answer that actually whether drive you still waiting or not.
Correct.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm okay if someone were to tell me like macam, oh, I still have 3 more sets. Do you want to share? So
Okay,
the
okay.
moment they
Ah.
started being nice to me like that, I'm like, tak apalah, let him take his time lah, just
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if you become in a, from the start,
Yeah.
I'm going to wait there.
Yeah,
like,
man.
faham tak? Tak ada initiative at all. But
Yeah.
if you started having the initiative saying like, oh, I have 2 more sets. Do you mind if you change or is it okay for you to wait? Something nice. Talk,
Okay, okay.
talk,
True.
communicate.
Yeah, that's very
True.
nice.
God give us mouth to talk.
Usually I just be like, I got 3 more sets, but I'm not mean lah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like, oh bro, I
understand.
only have like 3 more
Sometimes you were
sets.
in it, you know.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
in it, and I'm like with my
Yeah.
creatine and pre-workout in.
So
Yeah.
you forgot
Long more.
to say what you're supposed to say, right? So
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, I got 3 more sets, and then he's like, oh, okay, cool. But only if that person initiates, if we can share.
Yeah.
Like, I'll obviously be totally cool with sharing. I have no issues with sharing at all.
No choice
but
really lah.
then again,
Yeah.
you know, to avoid that misunderstanding,
Yeah.
right? Before someone starts marking you, this is the guy yang tak nak share this one. So I think that would be nice if all of us can come up with that gesture, like, you know, like I'm resting now. Do you mind share? Sometimes,
Yeah.
honestly, let's say for instance, I want to do benching. If the guy offer me share, I pun tak nak share because that guy is having maybe 100 something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to re-rack and put
Yeah,
back
oh
when I'm
my
benching only
God.
40.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it's nice of him to say that, and you know itself that he knows that I'm not going to share with him. But it's a
Okay.
gesture of him telling,
True.
you want to share together? Like, we can do
Yeah.
together, I'll help you out.
Okay.
And I would 100% people would totally walk off from there, be like, okay, it's okay, I'll come back later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takkan they will wait there like, oh, okay, and like, come on, believe me, they won't, you know?
Okay lah. Let's move forward a bit lah.
Okay.
As when Mia first came, the dogs were damn obedient. I felt so betrayed by these dogs. I tell you. Aku tak puas hati betul.
I've actually never seen this dog not jump on anyone.
Yeah, those insane.
They usually
dude.
jump on everyone they
Yeah,
see.
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Wow.
So you want to talk more about your macam animal advocating? Is that the word?
Yeah, advocate, yes.
Correct.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Of the 16 animals that you actually saved and adopted, how do you choose which one you adopt? Which one? You know what? I think this one
Gonna stay.
stay.
Who's going to stay?
This one you
Billy's
can go
going off the
Yeah,
island.
really.
This is.
Yeah.
But how do you choose?
That's a very tough one.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so basically, right, for those that the one we're giving out for adoption, of course, as you know, it's much easier on the chance when they're small and tiny and cute.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, it's a lot easier, obviously.
Yeah.
If they're big, grown ass like this and very stubborn and stuff, nobody wants them, you know?
okay,
And then, of course, when they're baby, we can create more affection rather than
Yeah.
dia dah besar and then tiba-tiba give away. Macam,
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
choose the people already by then.
Yeah.
So how we started is from there. Like, macam for me, myself, for instance, the kittens are the ones easily for them to go first.
Yeah.
Because they're sellable. I'm talking about
Yeah.
sellable, not money lah. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
sellable
I
in the
mean,
market,
just-
you know,
yeah.
compared to the big ones, the older one. Nobody
Yeah.
wants sick cats.
Yeah.
Nobody wants problematic animals. The stubborn one that's biting everyone. Nobody wants a dog that bite every shoes.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so you give away those the easy to handle, and you know will not give you back a headache after that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to give something away. For instance, I got this one cat. Oh my god, I just can't do this cat. Like he's just always ever making a mess in the house, and he's always attacking any other cat he sees.
Yeah.
We've been living there quite some time together, right? I can't give him away. I have to give it like a second thought, you know, because what if someone couldn't stand his behavior?
And sends him back.
Not only send him back, like what if throw
just
him on the
throws him out.
streets?
Oh.
And I would not forgive myself then, you know. What is the fate of this cat? Like me rescuing it, and after just to be known that someone threw it back on the street,
Yeah.
you know. So these are the ones that I have to keep with me at home. So
Yeah.
That's very noble actually for you to
Yeah.
keep
but
the
it-
problematic ones
it's a
and
challenge,
let go
you
of
know.
the really good
the sick
behaving
ones, I have all with me. The medication ones every day, you know. Got one tangan kudung satu, got one macam like pekak, got all these kind of things all
Yeah.
with me. So
Yeah.
no one wants them.
Yeah.
Nobody wants
How did it started? Like, were there something that triggered you
Yeah.
towards, like, wanting to have a lot more pets that you want to take care of?
Okay, actually, to be honest, I've been dealing with animals, like cats especially, since I was young. So even in school, I started picking my own cat, actually rescued in the drain of my school. In
Yeah.
Sunta Sekolah Rendah, actually. I was like 12.
Yeah,
was 12,
that
I
area
took it
punya
back.
longkang is the worst, man. PJ punya longkangs are the worst, people. Right?
So I actually found this kitten, okay, in the longkang. So I put it in a box. Macam those like in the water box,
Yeah.
the one in school, in the canteen. So I took it back. So my mom picked me up from school. She's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's a kitten." But since then, I started my first rescue.
How did your mom
Okay.
react the first time you ever like brought back like?
She's like, "Oh, what is this? Who's gonna look after it?" Blah, blah, blah.
Sama.
Obviously, mommy doing the mommy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I took it back. So I was looking after it by myself, feeding it
Yeah.
milk because it's a baby.
Yeah.
You know, so I filled milk by myself, learned how to syringe by myself. So since then, it's been building since then, but
Yeah.
never dog because I was afraid of dogs.
Yeah.
Because in our country we have this stigmatism of certain races,
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
religion. You know,
Because
that-
you are Muslim.
Yes,
You're
I am.
Islam, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that dogs are bad.
Yeah.
You know, that every dog will bite you, every dog will give you nightmare. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So because of that, you know, I never try to engage with dogs. But when I got back here, COVID time, you know, then you wander around. That time when I came back, I didn't get to experience with this army been deployed and stuff like that. When I
Yeah,
came back,
yeah.
everything was settled already.
Yeah.
We were on MCO2, I think.
Yeah, I
Ah.
think so.
Yeah, so everything was fine, everything was nice. So you went to restaurant and stuff, and you see a lot of stray dog and cat just waiting outside and no food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when I started feeling like, excuse me, like I should feed them food, you know, like,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you're capable, like
Yeah.
in terms of financial at that time, you know. So I'm like, okay, feed them food and stuff, and then from that start developing this like kesian feeling, like,
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I get to find out that dogs are actually much more suffering here compared to cats.
Yeah.
Cats are spoiled, dude. There's this
Yeah.
mamak near my house. Every time I go breakfast, I order nasi lemak ayam goreng.
Mm-hmm.
I think this cat eats
Waiting
half
there.
of my chicken, dude. Most days lah, cause I don't have the heart to like. Cause I see all these other people go like shoo shoo.
Feel bad lah.
Do you think the cat wants to beg for food, dude?
Yeah, I hate saying that. Seriously.
You know what I mean? So I give. I think after it's been going on a few months now,
Mm-hmm.
man, that cat is obese now, dude.
Yeah. Wow.
I think
So
the
keep
rest of the
feeding.
mama also like start giving him food.
Yeah,
I thought I was
yeah.
the only one. Holy shit, man! But yeah, cats
Yeah.
are so well.
I weirdly feel like more guilty for dogs than cats. I don't know why.
Okay.
no,
In what sense? Like what
It's
makes
like,
you
for
say
example, like if a dog asks for food
Mhm.
compared to when a cat asks for food, I will feel more guilty not giving the food to the dog than the cat.
that? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just cause.
They're more expressive, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that maybe they have more of a kesian face,
Mhm.
or maybe I'm more into dogs
Yeah,
than,
yeah.
Ah.
than
I was
about to
cats
say that, yeah.
potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that would actually be the reason as well.
To be honest, I find it quite a shocking thing for me as well, because
Yeah.
when you live abroad, you travel around and everything, you see things a lot, right?
Yeah,
Example, like living in Middle East, for instance, they're Muslim as well, but they have dogs too.
Yeah,
You know, and
yeah.
you go to Turkey, they value dogs very well and everything. Now it's a different rule now they have. They're gonna
Yeah.
try to put all these dogs down. I don't know why. But anyways, talk about that later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so when you go to Turkey, another country, like they treat dogs and cats equally and all the animals. But when I come back here, I realize that in this country, the dogs and cats are like divided in a way where it's like a religion and race.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
true.
it's very strange for me. Like, why is this happening? You know,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, and then they will fight among themselves on the owner, like, oh, dogs owners are like this, cats owners are like this, and then the dogs owner will tell you like, I don't like cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and cat owner will be like, I hate dogs.
Like
And I'm like, why is
separation.
it like this? You know, it's
Yeah.
not supposed to be this
So
way.
half of them have never even like been like face to face with a dog or a cat also.
Yep, yep.
You know.
Yep.
So how would you know if you've never actually taken care of a cat or a dog?
You know, through
before?
my experience, right, I started becoming stray feeder and independent rescuer myself when I got back here. It's about 2020, 2021. Like, touch wood, I've never been chased by a dog or been bitten by a dog. I'm talking
Yeah.
about stray dogs.
Yeah.
They've never
Mm.
met me in their life. And I go to an area where it's like factory areas.
Yeah.
You know it yourself. They're going to be like more than 10 dogs there.
Yeah, they're
And
very
when you
dodgy.
park your car, you'd be very intimidated. Oh, all going
Yeah.
towards your car.
Yeah.
You just come out calmly, prepare my food and everything. Just know what you're doing. Come out. Nothing. Not
Happens.
even one has ever bitten me.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
Because
Yeah,
even
yeah.
sometimes I even brought friends to come along, or I open up like a day where I call the public because they follow me on Instagram. They know what
Yeah.
I'm doing. Like on this Banjir time, Raya time, usually got a
Yeah.
lot of shop closed stuff. So I open up, people give donation, and then we go out to give out. So a lot of public and like followers, they want to follow along. They be like, hey, I sebenarnya suka tapi I tak pernah buat. Can I follow you?
Yeah.
Okay, they
yeah.
follow, which is a good thing. I can influence someone doing something good, right? So when they follow, they're actually quite surprised. When we got down from the car, they asked me like, oh, Mia, you been to this area selalu ke bagi makan? I'm like, no, today is my first time here.
Okay.
And they be
okay.
like, but why this dog not attacking you?
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, because they know you're a good people.
Yeah. I do believe
Exactly.
that. Yeah, dogs can actually sense
Your aura,
your energy, your
yeah,
aura
energy,
as
you
well.
know?
Cats can, but they just choose not to express themselves. Them cibai, I tell you, these cats.
Like, you'll be surprised, yeah? Because even this one area that I go to in Puchong, Kawasan
Mm.
Pedestrian Puchong, I
Mm.
fed this dog. It was like, because I always go at night, midnight, because you don't want to have a lot of complaint from people. Because
Yeah.
sometimes
Okay.
when people do not like what they see, they just do not like you doing things that they don't want to do, you know?
Mm.
They don't want to do it, but they don't like seeing someone else doing it.
Right.
Just
Why?
tak suka.
This is the excuse usually.
Right.
Kau bagi makan dia datang balik.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
You know?
okay.
That's the typical
Makes
punya
sense.
And then,
excuse
and
lah.
then they always tell you like macam all these cats and dogs are strays because in the eye of the we call this government body majlis semua ni, you know,
Yeah.
the cats and dogs when they're outside, they're not pets, they are pests. So
Yeah.
for them, diorang buat sampah because they go to the trash and cari makanan. But if there's food, they will not even
They
go on
wouldn't
the
go
trash.
there. Yeah, exactly.
And to be honest, these cats are actually helping a lot on the area because of this cat, there will not be any rats.
The
You know?
lipas in my house.
There will be lizards too. There will
Yep.
be lipas too.
Yeah, the lipas
You
in
know?
my house. My cats.
My
are
house,
Just,
Rick, I tak pernah got lipas at all, not even one.
Because of
I
the
never caught
cats.
pest control.
yeah.
Come lah, 13 of them will
Oh,
kenduri you.
that's true. You have damn 13 years a whole pest control squad. I tell you, man.
Charlie,
Deploy,
get
deploy.
that. Yeah, deploy. Charlie, get that on the wall.
Dude, I think the lipas also discussing each other. Guys, that house is insane, man.
They can smell it. They can smell it. You know?
Smell it, dude.
Oh,
my
dang.
God.
Yeah. So this is in the eye of public. Usually, like they don't want to do it because they feel like you buat sampah when you're feeding it, and they just don't like saying it.
I do see a lot of especially like nowadays a lot more like Muslim like I think it's
Wearing
like
hijab ones. And
yeah
stuff.
wearing hijab ones they actually have this dog that's like a stray dog that always comes to them whenever like it's time for them to eat or whatever, come and hang out
Feeding
with them.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feeding time, and they love these dogs.
Yeah,
Like they
dude.
just
Yeah.
feed
They
them.
don't touch, but when they touch, dude, nowadays sabun
It
samak
backfires back to
to-
you, but yeah,
is
but
everywhere. You can wash
Exactly.
hands every time.
Yeah.
You go back. It's not a problem. If you think that is too troublesome for you, then you're just lazy lah. That's
because
That's
let me
it,
tell you,
man.
Rick, no religion is ever difficult for anything.
yeah,
Yeah,
You know?
true.
No religion
Very
makes
true.
it complicated for you. There's always ways to do things.
Yeah.
It's how you understand it and how you manipulate things, how you interpret things.
Correct.
I find it really weird. Like, cause sometimes you can see, like, cause I'm in the animal group, right? Like among themselves, they're fighting. Oh, anjing-anjing ni sudah lari depan rumah. Saya nak pergi surau semayang nanti kena sama. Why would you? Okay, sama is like a procedure where we have to do is like to cleanse ourselves.
after you touch like a dog, especially their saliva or something
Correct.
like that, right?
Only when it's wet.
Yeah.
Nothing to do when it's dry. You don't even
Yeah.
have to do the procedure and stuff. But
Yeah.
the way they interpret things, understand things, I'm finding it just mind blowing. Like,
Insane.
So my neighbor, okay, not my neighbor here, but back at my parents' place in Malacca, we have one of this neighbor that actually they have a dog,
Okay.
right? I'm not there all the time, but whenever
Okay.
I'm there, I always see that this dog is 24 hours. It's always chained at
It's
all
not right.
times.
It's not right.
And the chain is so short. Like the dog have not much distance that you can actually like walk.
or really
to-
rash or whatever.
Yeah, it can. If he wants to lie down, he needs to go closer towards the end of the chain so he can lie down.
That's
right?
So sad.
And whenever he wants to pee, he just pees somewhere at the corner here, and then there's food there. So it
Oh
feels
my
like
God.
I felt like really bad for
like
the
a prison.
dog. Yeah, it's like a prison.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like a slave.
Yeah.
Basically, you have a slave there that's sitting there at all times, and it has been chained for so long to a point where like you don't see fur around the
Blister?
neck anymore.
My
You just see
God.
skin. But at the same time, I don't know what to do, right? I don't know if it's in my place to actually do. I don't come back that often.
Okay.
Right, it's not my place to actually like oh, I'm gonna release the dog. If
Yeah.
the dog gets released, what is gonna happen to the dog as well? That's like another thing in my head. And every single night when I'm there at my parents' place, like these dogs will always it just barks and barks
It's
and barks at
howling
night.
too.
Yeah, at night. Especially when it's raining. There was one day.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
I cannot
God.
get away from there.
Yeah.
Oh, that breaks my heart though.
Yeah,
seriously.
like it was raining at night. It was like heavy rain, and it was fucking pouring and shit. And his house, then my neighbor's house is not gated, right? So literally you could just feel the breeze just coming in, and the dog is not like a thick fur dog like this, right? So I felt so bad because the dog was just barking and barking and barking and barking. It was like 12:30.
It's telling you a sign that,
yeah,
that it needs help.
that's the
you know?
reason why a dog is barking,
Yeah,
right? Why
exactly.
else would the dog bark? So I just couldn't sleep because I felt really bad. Like I'm like thinking like back at home here, these dogs are sleeping on my bed.
Luxury
and
life.
they-
Oh,
yeah.
I know
Look
what you
Yeah.
mean.
They're having a
I know
great
what you
time
mean.
here. And that dog is just like out there and chained, and it's like it can't even move much. Like for me, I will feel bad if these dogs we don't chain them at all because I feel really bad about chaining them, right?
For what purpose then?
Yeah,
Chain them,
exactly,
yeah.
right? And I felt really bad. So I literally like I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep when the dog's barking, and my parents also didn't know what to do about it. So I just came out from my fucking house and I went to the neighbor's house and I just sat there. I just sat there with the dog, and yeah, I felt so bad. I
In
was
the rain.
I mean, it wasn't under the rain, but
Okay.
it was obviously like this boom boom lah.
Okay.
Marley
right?
and me.
Marley
Yo,
and me.
wow.
Because I felt so bad. Like I was
Obviously.
like how
Yeah,
could you
yeah.
do this to an
Yeah.
animal, right? There's an Indian saying towards it, like it's like basically saying that how could you do this to something that can't even speak?
Okay, but what is it in
Exactly.
Tamil? Come on, Rick. Come on, Rick.
Say it. I mean, I can learn
She
something
does a good
too.
impression as well.
What do you mean?
So, I want to know what the.
What does it say
in,
exactly? The
in,
same.
in Tamil it says Vaila Jivan. basically
But
Just
you
a lot
made
shorter
it,
than-
But you made it sound very masalah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Pendek dia punya kau
Tak, dia punya Viola Jiven.
Viola
Macam very
Jiven.
specific.
British India.
It says Vaila Jivan.
Okay.
Vaila
Vaila
Jivan
Jivan.
basically means like it's a soul that can't speak.
Uh-huh.
Like you wouldn't
Alamak.
understand.
Right.
Like for example, if you're sick, you can go to a doctor. You can
Yep.
say what the problem is. But like if a dog is sick, the
can't
dog
speak for itself,
yeah,
yeah.
you don't know what's the issue with the dog, right?
Yeah.
So like in this Indian saying says things like that where like how could you do things to a soul that can't even like convey itself
Yeah.
on what's happening to itself,
Yeah.
right? So I felt so fucking bad. Like I literally just went out from my house and then I locked my house door, right? So I just go to the neighbor. I just sat down with the dog. Literally, the dog was not even violent. The dog just needed someone to be there
Company.
with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
lonely,
yeah.
lonely.
As soon as I went there, the dog just stopped barking, and then
Yeah
I
lah,
was
got
just,
friend already.
I was just like rubbing.
Maybe
the
he's
dog.
scared with the
Yeah.
thunder too.
Yeah,
whatever,
potentially
you know?
as well. You know, there's thunder going on, and
Storm and all
I was
that.
just sitting there. As soon as I was sitting there, and the dog also just sat there, and then like I was just like scratching it the whole time. And after some time, I'm like, okay, I gotta go. As soon as I get up, he just like started like,
Oh, anxious.
yeah, then started holding me. And then after some time, I was like, yeah, yo,
Oh,
I need sleep
I'm
too.
drenched, bruh. I need to go home.
No, like I wasn't drenched because it's still under the boom boom.
under the
boom
yeah,
boom
yeah,
lah.
it's still covered as
So
well.
you should have stayed longer, lah. Is what you mean?
I said like I think.
But you're like, oh, got football tomorrow.
yeah, tomorrow.
Bye, doggy.
So I was there for like a good hour. Like I was there for an hour actually being with the dog because I felt so
you
bad.
can't remove that.
It's not my dog, so I can't just remove. What if the dog
It's
runs
through the
away?
fence also, kan?
Okay,
No,
okay,
there's no
okay.
fence.
Okay,
Oh.
here's,
So I don't know what to
you
do.
You could scruff it, is that?
Huh?
You could scruff it a while ago.
Alright.
So if you
What
can
do
put your hand there and scruff, you can remove the chain too.
Yeah,
I could, but it's not my one. It's not my dog.
I understand.
Two is it's raining. What if the dog runs out?
Auntie asking, where's my dog?
But I thought you said it's like gated, it's like fans or something.
There's no fence at all, nothing.
Oh, it's
so
an open
yeah, so
kind
if you
of-
Yeah.
unchain the dog, and the dog's not even like the leash is not even this this normal hook that we have.
Yeah.
It's literally the lock that we put for the
Padlock.
house.
Oh my
Yeah, that
lord.
padlock.
At the gym, ne?
Yeah. So I was like, fuck. Like I wish I could do something, right? But like I was like, fuck. Like it's not my dog. Like if I unleash you now as well, if you run away, like how are you gonna find food? Like how are you gonna find water as well? And I just couldn't do anything. I just felt like very helpless for the dog. So all I could just do is whenever I go back, I just buy some treats. I just buy something for the dog. I just tell the neighbor that, hey, just know that whenever I'm here, I just want to give the dog some treats. But I feel really bad because I don't think they take care of the dogs well. They don't know how to take care of the dog.
For sure.
And how I noticed this is because like the dog that he had before this dog, it's like a very sad story because they used to have like a fence in front of their house, right?
They tied up there.
They tied up the same place,
Okay.
right? Same spot, and it was a bit more longer as well, the chain.
Okay.
So what happened was the neighbors like they went out somewhere, and this dog I think was like trying to jump out of the
Tangled.
fucking house. So it jumped out of the house and then got sangkut at the
Oh my
paga.
god, no,
I'm sorry.
no.
Got sangkut at the paga and there's no one
Your
there.
neighbours are quite
and-
fucked up
Yeah,
people.
and the dog.
I would just report him, seriously.
Can you just like roughly tell the audience?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think for
okay.
instance
See
like
something
this, what do we
happening,
do?
what do they do?
Because I don't know what to do.
Again, this comes back to our culture, you know,
Okay.
our people. Being Malaysians, people always have this, takut lah nanti lepas ni nanti polis datang rumah, nanti neighbor tu tahu.
Ah.
It's always a case where they want to report something. It's always okay when you ask them to become a witness, they'll be like, tak nak lah nanti. Tak
Right,
campur
people
lah."
find
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'm not
okay.
talking about this dogs and cats issue, guys. Talking
Yeah.
about normal thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They say macam, I saw you slapping the wife, for instance.
Ah.
And then you went and report secretly. And then when the police come, jangan disclose saya punya information bang. Saya tak nak nanti dia
Yeah,
tahu,
yeah.
takut.
But
These
the
always
police-
happen and I'm sick of it, seriously.
Yeah.
Sick of it in the sense that, like you said, they are voiceless. They can't speak for themselves.
Yeah.
We
True.
need to fight for them. 'Cause that's
True.
what people like me and other friends have been doing, you know.
True.
So I give you a simple example, right? If you walk past by a house and you hear a kid crying and
Yeah.
screaming like, don't hit me,
Yeah.
maybe gonna abuse from the parents or whatever. Will you come in and trying to look at what happened, or you call police straight? What if you dengar macam like really beaten up, like
I
almost
mean,
It's
I
died?
will,
not
I, will,
disip-
I will knock the door first lah.
You will do that, right? You will go inside because it's a
Yeah.
kid. But if it's an animal, will you do it?
I mean, I would.
Nah, not many people.
Not
want
many
to
people
know.
would lah.
Yeah.
But if you
They
hear
won't,
like
because they'll be like-
bam bam, and then like I'll be like, holy shit, like what? I mean, it's also because I have dogs, so of course like I have this.
Exactly,
The
that's what I'm
soft-
saying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
at least
Soft spot
coming
for-
from me, but for normal people outside.
Yeah, they don't.
But this should not be a norm, you know. It's not because the fact that I love animals that I should say no to it.
Yeah.
But it's a fact that this act is not normal.
Yeah.
If you start seeing a kid, for instance, starting like lighting up a cat on fire, which happened
Just
like a few
in-
months
I
back.
remember that
Yeah,
case,
that's kind
you
of
know?
fucked up. Yeah.
The kitten is survived, by the way. Like one of the celebrity adopted it.
Yeah.
My friend rescued it. So it's not normal. How can you say that act itself is not normal? Regardless you love or not love animal, you should stop it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's not normal to hear the dog, let's say next door, howling every night. "Ooh,"
Yeah.
asking for help like this.
Yeah.
It's not normal.
Yeah.
Biarlah anjing dia tak boleh buat apa. You can't do that. You can't say like, oh, kucing tu kena cage the whole time. Tapi kucing orang nak buat macam mana? Like,
Yeah.
it's not normal.
But that's what's in my head as well.
I
Like, it's
understand,
not
you know.
mine.
So
Yeah.
again, like I said, basically it's more of education because a lot of them, they see it, but they do not know what they can do about it.
So people can call the
Confused.
police, basically.
Okay,
It
when
is-
you see at that time, for me, that's when in the animal team itself also and the government, kita orang ni bercanggah in the sense that we would like to take our own action. 'Cause
Yeah.
if there's possible, there's
Faster.
a vacancy of police animal, I would sign up for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we don't have that. Macam kat US semua ada, I think kan. Kat Australia ke apa entah,
Oh,
they have
okay,
it. Yeah.
okay.
We
Animal
don't have that. They even have their own ambulance for animals, stuff like
Yeah.
that. We don't have that. If they have that vacancy, we will step for it, you know? Because if you want to wait for police to come or anyone else to come and take picture and video and report to this government body and stuff,
Yeah.
the dog dah mati by
Yeah,
then.
yeah, correct.
Yalah.
By the
You
time
know?
you
It's too late
sampai,
lah.
It's too late.
hot dog already.
Yeah, probably
No.
cook and barbecue already. dog.
Yeah, dude,
You
it's
know what
gone
I mean?
already.
Maybe the maid is cooking.
And making it crispy, huh?
Akak goreng ni kan.
You know what I mean? So for me, it's always because I think most of the time all this is like in Malay we call it beleluasa because no one is stopping it.
Yeah.
You
True.
know? Like you said, it's been 10 years you see this dog there. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I don't give a chance.
Then what do we do? Should I just call the police?
Okay, the most
Should I
important thing, of course, you need to take video and pictures first.
Yeah.
You know, of like a clear evidence so that
Okay.
you can press charge this person.
Okay.
So at least kalau mati ke tak mati the dog or that particular animal, at least this person pay back for whatever he's been doing.
Yeah.
And because if he's been doing it the whole time, no one stops him, he might do it to any other victim.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I always believe that all these, if you watch all these serial killer kind of movie, these Damon and stuff like that, you know, they all start from killing animals.
Yeah.
These psychopath traits actually start from the intention of killing, the joy of killing something that moves, you know.
Yeah.
A normal person, we will not simply just see something moving and pijak. They
That's
even have the
true.
heart for it. Like, why would I step on an ant? Does nothing to me, for instance. But if you have that thought, even as young as a child or a kid,
That your
It
life
means
is bigger
something
or
is
more
wrong with
important.
you.
Yeah.
it's not normal. And as parents, when you live with this kind of people environment, or you see your wife doing it or your good friend doing it,
Yeah.
it's not normal. You should stop them saying that, hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
Leave that thing
Yeah.
alone. Why are you trying to like kick this cat when it's not doing anything to you?
Yeah.
They have this mindset where it's okay to kill something that they feel like is less worthy than you, like in terms of how
we are in
precious
the
their
group,
life
right?
is.
Like
Yeah.
for independent rescue and stuff, animal rescue and this. There's even people that actually find the joy of doing it.
Oh,
And
what, of
the-
killing?
Of killing, and the more you scream, the more it's
yeah,
sick.
dude.
That's
I
psychotic
saw
though.
one. This guy said like
The Chinese
since
guy,
it's
right?
since it's a kitten, he needs to
Kill it
torture it different way.
Slowly, slower.
Oh, dude, if I see this guy outside, dude,
I
my
would take it in my own
god,
hands. I'm telling
fucking,
you.
he looks like a fucking nerd. I would, dude,
But
I
what
would
did he
knock
say?
him out, right?
He needs to.
He said, cause the kitten that he has is
He took a kitten, put it in a cage, and
Yeah.
then tie him up, like on the neck.
Yeah.
And then he's killing it softly.
yeah.
Well, so the rope is just around the neck at all times, is it?
Yeah, and dia macam mana, it's
It
like
can't breathe, is it?
yeah, it's on the
trying to
neck.
suffocate the cat.
Cat lah, because like the cage, right? The box of cage, it
Yeah.
tied on the top the rope and hang the cat. Macam hukum gantung
Yeah.
ada.
Oh my
But
god.
they don't make the cat. He doesn't make the cat like suspend in the air like you're hanging the person.
Yeah.
Enough for it to slowly die.
Yeah, and so it died.
Oh
Like,
Because it's a
my.
kitten.
very sick. You even mentioned that if it's a black cat, I'll torture it differently. I'll burn it to death.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh
it's black
my
cat.
Insane though.
god.
Rick, it's happening a lot, and we're talking about you have to look your left and right. Sometimes it is within your circle itself.
For sure. I know a
Among your
few
friends,
already.
I'm
I
pretty
won't
sure
say
you have
all.
one or two. And you have to start saying this from a
Psychopath.
smallest trait as
Yeah.
kicking, throwing stone when dog coming. I've seen it a lot. I tell them off, like kids in the park, I say, jangan buat macam tu.
Yeah.
Adik saya
Yeah.
panggil polis. Like you have to tell them that it's not alright.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not going to call police at that time, just throwing stone. But
You're
what I'm
just
saying is,
threatening them
you
lah,
have to
yeah.
tell them that it's not okay.
Yeah.
Adik buat macam ni lagi, akak pukul. Or something, you know.
Yeah.
It's not okay. Sometimes the parents are there. I'll just tell the parents off, like, cik, kenapa suruh anak ibu buat macam ni? Like,
Huh.
benda ni salah ni.
Oh, I would fight parents, yeah.
But
I
a
love
parent
fighting parents
who
actually.
sees children doing it and think it's normal, something wrong with the family, I must
Yeah.
say, you know.
Yeah.
But what's the most dramatic or like the most like action-filled rescue that you've ever done?
Action feel rescue.
Or like macam the most dramatic lah.
The dramatic
Something
one I would
like-
say a bit hectic that I never come back to the area. Remember the one I told you I removed the tali rafia from
Oh
yes,
yeah,
puppies.
that
Puppies.
one, yeah.
I don't
Puppies?
puppy actually. Kecil lagi.
Yeah.
Not really small one, maybe macam like few months old lah. Dogs, you know, even they're still baby, they're quite
Yeah.
big, right? I think I would say 4-5 months old like that.
Mm.
They tied 2 puppies there. So it's a kawasan kilang-kilang or the car yang bawa kereta waktu tu. So apparently it belongs to the Myanmar.
Mm.
So I removed it because and the first time the dog see me not even attacking me, it's like and then like melecik over here already,
Oh.
like this
Yeah.
Yelah, tali rafia.
and it was raining also that night when I came because I was feeding dogs in the area and I saw this dog there. I feel so kesian, so I remove it. I tak ada gunting tau. Why would I have gunting in my car, you tell me?
Yeah.
So I use my car key, you know. Our car can all automatic. But I
Yeah.
got one key kalau in case it doesn't
Yeah,
work. I take that key and trying to cut as best as I can.
I thought you powered through. Raw.
Oh, I get blister. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I can help the dog after, you know.
Yeah.
So so I tried my very best removing it, and the dog was so nice, just waiting there, like, like
Oh no.
like it knows that you came to help, you know.
Yeah.
The animals know. So after that, I removed it, and the dog disappeared and ran and makan semua and running around. But dogs, as you know, loyal. The next day I came again, and I saw the dog tied up again.
Oh, yo.
You
So I'm
got-
pretty sure the dog do not know where to go and stuff because it's been
Yeah.
there for a
Damn,
time.
man.
It came back lah.
Yeah, so I removed it again. The third time I came back, suddenly I dengar ada camera CCTV macam the Chinese talking one, macam like macam.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, shite, they installed CCTV now. So
Yeah.
probably they're looking for who's doing it.
Yeah.
And I found out from around the area it belongs to the Myanmar punya gangster. I never came back
Oh.
ever since. They're looking for me.
Oh dang! They're probably like,
Yeah, you know.
they better
No,
not
Because
find
they eat
you out on
dogs, they might eat you
Instagram.
too.
Yeah. Probably he got
Yeah.
pissed because he was finding for this dog
No,
for
obviously.
10 hours straight.
Obviously, like Rick says, like someone's dog.
Yeah.
But if it's your dog, you will not tie it upside there.
Of course not. Yeah.
And
True.
it's not licensed too. I definitely know. It's not your dog. You just claim it as your dog to look after your workshop, for instance.
Yeah.
But it's not right, you know.
So
and
what
who
people
told
can-
us to help at that time? So I asked
Yeah.
around everything. Ada guard kat situ, I cakap lah, ini kat ni Myanmar gangster punya tau. Dia orang cari you. Because
Oh,
they
shit.
installed the TV that time tau. I never came back ever since because they might know my car, mark my car.
Mm.
And I'm a female. I did this all by myself.
Yeah, it's true.
And then, you know, like as much as I want to help, I can't risk myself. So for me, that is the most scariest one of my experience. I feel like you want to do something good, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, if
might
I have a
backfire.
space, I would have taken that dog and put it somewhere else.
Confirm.
But I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
We don't, you know.
So remember, people, if you see things like this lah, at least snap. This is the time for you to be the netizen that you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Snap the
Pictures,
shit.
videos,
correct.
yeah. Because we actually do have a platform, the government body itself. You can go to the website awa.dvs.gov.my.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll put it.
Yeah.
In the description.
Down here.
Oh, down here. Yeah, put it here.
Yeah,
I thought you put
yeah,
it in
yeah.
description down below.
Yeah.
Oh no, here also and the description down below.
Okay.
Okay.
So the website calls like it's under DVS, Department Veterinary. What's the S word?
Subang.
Something DVS.
Savior. Save.
Yeah.
Not sure what's it called. I forgot the
Safe.
whole thing, but DVS. Okay.
Okay.
Department Veterinary lah, Malaysia punya.
Okay.
So DVS, so awa.dvs.gov.my.
Okay.
So the moment you click that, memang terus ada kat situ nak buat aduan, report everything. There's English and also bahasa. So don't be afraid.
There's a helpline as well, ke apa,
Yeah.
you know. that?
It's on. I think.
Oh, I
yeah, so just
see.
it's
But
not
how,
yet.
how fast do they come back to you?
Okay, so it's actually, to be honest, you have to know the right people to do it. So for me,
Alamak.
usually when I put in into the report, I will email all orang atas.
Okay.
Datuk
Okay.
Bandar, Datuk Dinat, to show that I CC people as well.
Yeah. Can
need to
people
do
just
their
come
job.
to you instead?
Yeah.
No,
Wouldn't that be easier?
so okay, this is what I get every day on my Instagram, right? Because my Instagram is a platform that actually educate people, they influence people in the fitness or regardless for animal stuff, you know. So you get messages and pictures every day. There's an Amir, I got all these pictures, video of cats been hanged,
Yeah,
birds,
yeah.
all that. Sometimes it's very toxic, negative for you. You know?
Yeah.
Cause I can't sleep at night. I
Because
have
you feel
anxiety
like so
for
much
it.
guilt. Yeah.
I feel like it's my responsibility, but it's not, because it's supposed to be all the nationwide punya responsibility.
Yeah, it's
Correct.
true.
Whoever sees it, whoever spotted it, you're supposed to be the one that's helping it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Because
yeah.
like I said again, we do not have a team that goes like a police.
Yeah.
Tak ada legal punya team.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like police. You call, cik, police, saya nampak orang ni kena rompak datang rumah.
Yeah.
But we're not though. So what can we do?
Yeah.
You know?
True.
So for the government to do something, for the government to mandate the law and everything, they need to come in a data. If tak ada orang report, nak change law apa?
I think that's
That's
why
true.
everybody feels like it's okay to just torture animals.
Exactly, because
and
no one is doing anything
you
about
get
it.
away with it, kan?
Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
it has got to be a change lah, you know.
So usually towards the end lah, we get the guys to say their final words that's so fucking
Nak mati
dramatic.
or what?
Yeah, nak mati ni
Final
kan.
words before it ends.
Yeah. Whatever you want to say to whatever you've got going on that
Okay.
you know.
Alright, so for all the ladies out there who want to start their fitness journey, do not be afraid. Like again, like what we were talking a while ago, you know, like thinking of scared of being big and stuff. Like for me, myself personally, like I focus more on like strength. No need to look good. Of course, looking good is a plus point for
Yeah.
everyone, right? You want to look good, but at the same time, feeling strong because as you get older, this is going to be beneficial for you. You know, you want to be
Very
with your
true.
children, with your grandchildren. Not when your children call you like, "Mama, let's go hiking." Oh, sakit lutut lah.
Yeah.
So you want to grow older, looking good, looking better, and also feeling better as well, stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should just embark on the fitness journey. Do not be scared. Just disregard whatever they're gonna say to you. Like you're gonna get big and stuff like that. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't even happen over a year.
Yeah,
You know?
correct.
It takes a long time to be Arnold. Yeah, to be The Rock or whoever. You know, a lot of commitments, a lot more to it. So just go on it. Don't be afraid, and just do. As long as you enjoy what you're doing and go on the right path, you know, have a right mindset, and just go for it. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
And because I do personal training, I also do conduct fitness classes as well. So if you need any help, just drop my Instagram. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
just send me a DM, send me a message. Then I won't be hesitate to like reply you.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
put her social up in the description and also here.
Oh. But no- but
lately
no one-
we
no
just
one
learned
can
how to
press.
edit. So this
No
is a
one
new
can
feature that I just
press.
So it's
learned.
not down there.
Hey, we are advanced.
Yeah. It's okay.
But yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and thanks to Rick and Amir as well for inviting me to the show, so I could also educate people, you know, when it comes
Yeah.
about, you know, helping animals, you know, because most of you do not know what to do with it and how to
True.
do it. There's a lot more other rescuers outside there, like me, like myself, you know, independently working on ourselves. You know, helping all
Yeah.
these animals.
Yeah.
So do support them, guys, because we do not get support from the government. No one is giving us money and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know, we do
yeah.
crowdfunding from the public itself,
Yeah.
but be mindful as well.
Yeah.
You know, be aware because there are also scammers out there too.
Oh,
Yeah.
So make sure you know whoever you're really following, whether they're really genuine and legit people
True,
before
true.
handing money to them, you know.
true.
Because some are
Okay.
just rescuing animal and just taking the pictures and videos and just getting money in,
Yeah.
but they never send the animals to the hospital. Yeah, it happens too. So just know. So you can have a look on my page, and I've got a lot of other articles as well. You know, newspaper calling me for interview and stuff like that. You know, and
Yeah.
people who really knows me. Yeah, all the vet they know that I've been doing this work for quite some time. So we really appreciate your support. You know, when I'm doing all this animal rescuing and stuff. And if you can do it outside by yourself, would be great, and help to feed all the strays that you see is hungry, looking for food, because no one is helping them.
Very true.
We have to do the change and help them.
True. If not us, who?
Who else? It's not Rick and Amir. Who else?
Oh.
Come
What
on.
else? I mean.
Come on. We are the animal guys. Yeah.
Thank you very much for
Yeah.
having me
Yeah.
today.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
that's
much for
great.
coming on the
Yeah,
show.
exactly.
Would you like to end it, Amir? I think this time around it's your turn
Oh, okay.
to to have a final say on this.
I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And hey, lah anjing ni.
Supposed to
the
do the
end
closing as
always.
well.
Yeah,
Sad
cameo.
closing.
The cameo skit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and it's always chill lah every weekend. Also chill. Tak pernah serious. But yeah, guys, we'll catch you on the next one, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, and
we are
don't forget
signing
to
off.
like,
Oh, like, share, and subscribe.
and check Mia's Instagram and her
Thank
YouTube
you.
channels
Yeah,
as well.
yes.
And
See what she does. You guys can DM her. Make sure to like DM her. If you guys are looking into your fitness journey, don't know how to start.
True.
You don't exactly know who to talk to as well when it comes
Yeah.
to fitness. I'm sure like Mia's always open to us just responding to your Instagram
for sure.
text. And at the same time also if you see
Anytime,
any
anytime.
anytime. Who doesn't want to make people fit and make money
Yeah.
at the same time? You know.
Yeah, and if you're interested in like also saving the animals of our fellow country,
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Correct.
so far,
Yeah.
so good.
So far so good.
Okay, because I don't usually do the ending.
really?
Usually
Okay,
Rick.
okay.
So I'm in the course of practicing. So yeah, guys, I guess that's it for this week.
Yeah, that's it.
So you are tuning in to the ANR show.
Ciao,
Ciao,
guys.
guys.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Oh, that was great. All right.